Welcome back, viewers. We have here the Premiership Division Women's Team Elimination Final. We've got the South East London Giants heading up against the Wimbledon Hawks here on this blustery Sunday afternoon down at Peckham Rye. It should be an interesting contest here. We've got the Wimbledon Hawks, their only win coming against these Giants. And the Giants today, this year have 3 wins, beating all other teams in the division, so it's going to be interesting. Ball up here. Let's play elimination footy. The ball ricocheting around there. It's absolute mob around the ball. Hawks have it. Boot out by Lou Balls of the Giants there. Hawks have it. Here we go, trickling through.
Sorry for my lateness. I am in.
That's all right, mate. It's welcome here to our telecast. We've got Ginge here with the ball. She's a long-time vet with the Giants, been here from day dot, kicks it, throws it on the boot, up to a contest, high mark from Tamara, doesn't take it. It's coming through. There we go, Jess on the ball, throws it on her right-hand boot, skittles across. Who's that in the forward line? Fantastic work, sheds a tackle. Off here, Lou Balls throws it on her right boot, and that's a goal!
That's a goal!
Fantastic work by the Giants here in the first quarter, hitting the scoreboard against these Wimbledon Hawks.
That's a very good start for the Giants. They've had all the ball in our first 2 minutes.
It's had all the ball at this stage. It's been great work and great decision making. As you heard earlier on the other telecast, Stewie Head has been drilling into them just decision making, calmness, something they've had all year.
Yeah, it's been a good start. We're back up in the middle. Killer's got the ball. Bryony's over the ball, kicking it forward.
Laura,
Giants
great
ball.
pick up, fantastic. Skittles out. Hawks all over it, swooping over the ball like a Hawk does. Gets it to, throws it on the boot. Amy Berry over the ball.
We have a tackle. We have a tackle, and no, nothing.
Amy Berry around the ball. She's been a great pickup for the Giants this year. Absolutely mobbed.
Good tackling. Swooped on, as you said before.
And that'll be a ball up.
Ball up. Early stages, 2 minutes in.
Ball up here. Snatch with a great tap down. There we go.
Bryony with the ball. Tackling. No, she's gone through.
Don't argue.
Giving to Dustin Martin.
Oh, and is that a mark? No, nothing paid in the back line here. All around the ball. Amy Berry, there she is again.
Amy Berry's had about 3 or 4 touches, I think, in the first 2 minutes.
Fantastic work there. It's going to be a ball up. Formidable work, great work on the rebound there from the Hawks.
Ball up on the half-forward flank for the Hawks. Killer goes up.
Snatchy's there. Hits it down, quacks around the ball. There we go. Throws it on the hands. That's
could have been a decision.
Could have been an incorrect disposal.
That's okay.
It's Hawks. Hawks have it. It's yet another scrum. Gaston's in there.
We're getting closer to the Hawks' goal.
It's
30 metres out now. Killer in the ruck again. Great contest, the two of them already.
Fantastic work here. The Hawks swooping on the ball. It's yet another hot and contested contest in there. Very heavy with player dispersal at the moment. Playing 14 aside at this stage due to
plenty of space on the field, yeah.
So there should be a lot of space if that ball does trickle out.
Another ball up. Still about 30 metres out. Not much has changed. The ball was in dispute for half a minute. Not much forward movement for either side. Karina's got the ball. Snapped on the boot, and that's a goal. That's a goal to the Hawks. 1 goal apiece. 3.5 minutes gone.
What a tough here early on at Peckham Rye. South East London Giants 106 against the Wimbledon Hawks 106 on your Gallo Glass scoreboard here today. Fantastic stuff here. It's
quite a good snap that was.
That really
Looking at the replay, very, very good snap. Straight out the scrimmage, out the back of the pack. So it's been a lively start, as you said. Very, very good. A close game is what we asked for in these elimination finals.
Yes, as I was saying, the most successful Giants team in the women's division in our history as a club, young history. But it should be interesting. They want to make some noise here in the finals, and both teams have come to play. Wimbledon aren't going to make it easy for them to make some history.
Not at all. Free kick out the middle.
The ball.
Killer kicks it to April. Great mark in the hands. She goes back.
April, as I know, was nursing quite a hangover today, and she kicks it anyway.
We need to give a big
Fantastic
shout out to her
work.
mum, Jan, as well, who's listening back home. Thanks for the Tim Tams. Karina's got the ball right on the paint. Probably a 40-metre paint we have here.
40-metre line here at Peckham, not really a 50.
She goes back on the boot. It's 20 metres out. It's a contest. The ball's come to floor. And the Giants are a chance
Samara
to clear.
around the ball. Here she goes, slides in, doesn't get it. Hawks everywhere. Laura with a ferocious tackle around the head. No call. Tams has it, and it's going to be a ball up about 20 metres out from the Wimbledon Hawks goal.
Yeah, since that opening minute to the Giants has been at the Hawks' end, barring obviously back to the middle for the goal. 5 1/4 minutes in. Ball's in dispute again. Umpire's waving his arms above his head. We've got a throw. It is a Hawks free kick.
Wowee. Who gave that one away? I can't see. It's everyone's manned up at this
I think
stage.
it's Claire with the ball in her first or second game. She's a left footer. She's gone back. It's now a few metres out.
Kick. And Quinton goes with the spoil there, has the hands on the ball, throws it on the boot. Kwok is there,
That's
wraps
a great
her up
tackle.
in the tackle. Giants have numbers around the ball at the moment. Let's see what they do with those. There we go, quick pick up, throws it on the right-hand boot. Numbers out here, Ginge.
We've got a good 2-on-2 on the wing here, on the far
there we
wing.
go, jukes them right.
Straight
throws it on
inside,
her
cut
right-hand
inside.
boot. There we go.
Ball in dispute.
There we are, back in the Hawks' possession, swooping across the ball.
And the umpire says, I'll have it.
Thank you.
6 1/4 minutes in. 1 goal, zip. 6 apiece. Quite a good and entertaining start.
Fantastic work so far by both teams. It's a hotly contested match, as you can see, on both the scoreboard and on the field. Ginge throws it on her boot. Monaghan, is it? No, it's not.
That's a good tackle.
Absolutely
Umpire says,
slung
play
that
on.
one.
That's fair, that's fair.
There we are. There we go.
Another good tackle. Umpire
Around
says,
the
I'll have it
ball.
again. Giants half-forward flank right in the middle. So they've finally got some ball in their possession of the field. Ball's up in the air. It's a bit, not much going on at the moment. It's just on the other side of the half-forward flank. Bryony's got the ball, a big kick up to the wing. All Giants there. There's 4 Giants to 1 Hawk.
Giants all over the place, but the Hawk is shed 1, shed 2. Giants possession though.
Gabby is doing
Fumbling
very
around.
well there.
Quinton
Giants
throws it
ball
on her
back to the
boot.
middle. Giants mark in the centre of the field.
Fantastic
And we all
composure there by
pause.
Laura Quinton. Fantastic
That's a lovely drop
stuff.
punt. Good spoil again. Ball on the floor. Lana's close to it. Got her hands on it. Good spoil by the Giant girl there.
Good stuff. Lou balls yet again.
Lou with
Sheds
the
her
bright
tackle.
socks.
Chucks it on the right hand boot. There we are. Contest in
Tracy's
the
got the
Giants
ball.
forward
Well
50.
done, Tracy.
We are. Ball trickling across the wing. Tamara chases it, picks it up. Still around the hands, throws it out.
That's a
Ish is
great
there.
handball.
This is on. She's on here.
She's
Takes
had a
one
bounce. She's had a handball.
Takes a handball. Maz throws it on her boot.
Oh,
Skews
unselfishly,
it.
what a pass by Maz.
Fantastic. No mark paid on that one though. It trickles out. Who's there?
That's a good tackle.
That's a fantastic tackle.
Umpire
Ginge
says
had
free
the
kick.
ball and
Looks like it's a free kick to the Giants.
there we go. Lines up from about 20 metres out. She's pulled up pretty sore on that one though.
Yeah, she's stretching out the right leg, the kicking leg.
It's, this could not. I wouldn't write in a goal just yet due to this potential injury concern, but she is a good kick for goal. Let's see how it goes, and
It's missed
sprayed
to the
left
left
on that one.
Just missed the left stick.
But that
Just.
gives them the lead at this stage. It's Giants 117 facing the Wimbledon Hawks 106 on your Gallo Glass scoreboard.
Almost 9 minutes gone. Almost. I think we're playing 20-minute quarters, if I'm correct.
Yes, 20 minutes.
So we're almost halfway, just shy.
It's what a contest it's been during the first half of this first quarter. Oi, back out. Ish has got the ball. What's she going to do with it?
Oh, she's gone the banana.
Unconventional kick on her right foot, but it seems to pay off. Giants everywhere at this stage. Throws it on the boot, and it's looking like it's not going to concede. Not going to concede. Wimbledon have it.
They've kicked it out. We have numbers here. April's leading for the possession. She has the ball. A kick up towards the wing.
Ish is there again, yet again. Am I going to get sick of saying her name? I've already said it quite a lot of times.
She's had a few stats if we're doing the counting.
Fantastic work by April. Great kick
Okay, the
there.
ball's gone forward.
Laura Quinton mops it up. Great kick before the tackle. There we go.
Ball's in dispute right on our wing here. We've got April leading.
There we go.
Great shepherd by Bryony.
Fantastic shepherd.
A
Takes
free
her
kick.
down, but that's got to be a free kick. That is got to be a free kick. Lou
And a 25-metre penalty, unfortunately. Didn't throw it back on the full.
Lou Ball's taken down off the play. Given away a free kick on that one. And a 25-metre penalty due to not being thrown the ball correctly. That's costly stuff by the Hawks.
It could be, yes, you know.
It's definitely a hotly contested game, and little stuff like that can really hurt. So let's see how the Giants can build on this half-forward line.
Ball's in the air towards the Giants' end. A big pack contest. Good front and
Ish
square
has
there.
the ball, jukes him left,
That's a good
jukes him
tackle.
right.
That could be. It's holding the ball. That's a good decision. Good tackle. 2
jukes will get you that if you don't dispose of the ball correctly. Brave stuff by Ish, but just Hawks were too good in that side.
Nikita, our Kiwi counterpart, has the ball there. April's taken it on the back flank for the Hawks.
She has been everywhere today, despite that ripping hangover from what I've been told was a good Saturday night. Is really performing today.
That's a great contest by the girls there. Right on our side of the field, which is good to see. Ball in dispute, kicked forward towards the middle of the ground. Giants look like they're going to have the ball first here. Tess is in, good contest by Tess.
Great stuff.
She's come up with the ball.
What tough work there. Lucy is around the ball, swooping over it, but does not get possession. Hawks have it, and it's
the
going to be
umpire
wrapped
says,
up.
I'll ball it up, thanks. 11 minutes, 22 seconds gone. As you said, 1-1-7 the Giants, 1 straight goal, 6 the Hawks. A very, very good contest so far in this elimination final.
Ish breaks that pack on her right hand, throws it on the boot into the forward 50, swooping through. Jess is there, gives the hand pass off. There we are. Maz is over the ball. She's chasing. She's still
chasing.
It looks like it's going to be Hawks' ball.
Oh, that's great pressure by the Giant girl there on Lana. She got put on her backside, but bounced straight back up.
That was old Lou Head, the wife of our Giants women's coach, Stu.
Oh, lovely.
We love to call her Lou Balls because she's all about it and all around the balls. So she's a fantastic disposal winner. So
we'll just keep that right there. We'll go back to the game. And it's a free kick to the Hawks, I think, right on their defensive side of halfway.
Not sure what was given away on that free kick, but
nor do I, but Bryony's taken a mark, and she's
been taking a ground.
Corner play on. Claire's got the ball, left foot. She's having a go. It's bouncing. It's gone out of bounds in the pocket.
Out of bounds on the full. That is, no, not on the full.
It could
it's
be
out
a
of
throw
bounds.
in, yes.
This will be a advantageous position for the Wimbledon Hawks on this one. Purely and simply because they can win possession here. Let's see how they go about it. It's
the goal square is vacant as we speak, so there's no goalkeeper, as they say. There's no full forward. The ball's thrown in. The ruck compete.
Great stuff, Ish, winning the ball out there.
The ball's up in the air. I think it could be paid a mark if it's caught.
It is, but she's played on,
She's played on. The umpire said play on, I think.
What's happening here? A bit of argy-bargy as well.
The umpire says I'll have it. I think a bit of confusion out there, but
I do believe what happened there, it was called play on and then tackle without prior opportunity of disposal. So that's the call on the play. It keeps on going in the forward 50 of the Wimbledon Hawks. And it's yet another ball up, I do say.
The umpire will say, I'll have it. And up they go again. Nearly 13, just gone 13 and a half minutes in the first quarter. 1-1 to 1 straight. A very, very tightly contest. I think it was a Falcon there. Falcon number 1 for the game.
It's a pretty good sign if there's already a Falcon happening on the first quarter. It means it's toughly contested here today.
I totally agree. We're waiting for the umpire to pick up the ball off the floor, to throw it up again in the Hawks forward pocket.
Tamara with the hit out there. Great ruck work by her. This is her first year playing footy over from Adelaide and been a great asset to the club and even better sort of girl. She's good fun. Good girl, old Tamara. There we go. Ishes around the ball, picks it up with her left hand, says, "That's mine, thanks."
The
Off
Giants
to Monaghan.
are
Here
away.
She goes.
On her
Carly.
side of halfway.
Carly
She
nails
kicks it.
Monaghan, chucks it on the boot, and
That's
here we
a great
go.
spoil in the back line.
Here we go.
Ball in dispute. Giants should win it. It's
Tamara's
right on
around it yet
halfway.
again.
Another kick to the forward half of the Giants. Maddie's after it. A little trap. The ball's gone backwards. The ball's in dispute again.
And,
I think that's Rowe holding it up. Umpire says, "I'll ball it up,
wrapped
thanks."
up by a couple of Giants there. Good forward pressure. That's exactly what's needed to trap the ball into the Giants forward 50 to try squeeze out a goal.
Just
It's
shy of
something that I
5
know-
minutes to go till quarter time. Sorry to interrupt, sir.
No, it's okay. Something that I know Coach Stu Head has preached to the girls all season is to trap that ball into the forward 50, and then once you get a clean look, just slam it on that boot. So we may see some sneaky goals if it gets trapped in there.
And we are playing 15-minute quarters, as that
Okay.
is quarter time. So we were thrown out there. So as the score is quarter time, Giants 1-1-7 to the Hawkettes, 1-0-6.
On our Gallo Glass scoreboard. Thank you very much for joining us. Grab some popcorn, grab a drink, and get ready for the second quarter because it is a good one.
It's a great game.
Welcome back here to Peckham Rye Common, and we have the South East London Giants ladies Premiership Division team up against the Wimbledon Hawkettes Premiership Division team in this elimination final. Our Gallo Glass scoreboard leads Giants 117 up against the Hawkettes 106. I'm joined here today by my Hawks correspondents. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, very well, very well. Thank you for the warm welcome. It's very great to be here. It's lovely to see a very evenly contested game so far as April picks up the ball, and she's had a stormer of a first quarter. Absolutely all over it so far.
It's been a fantastic contest here. Shanky's got the ball, puts it on her right boot, saving lives during the week and saving the Giants' possession on the weekend. Great stuff. Ginge has it. What's going to happen here in the forward 50?
And it's bombed in. Megan's got a hand to it, but it's bobbled out.
Oh, I think that's Nikki around the ball there.
Ball in contention.
It's in a big scrum at the moment, which is tends to be the case in this game today in the blustery and wet conditions that we've had. If you've caught our previous streams, the weather has been as a lovely London summer day is. And Ginge gets it out of the possession, chucks it on the right boot and gets a goal.
That is a lovely goal.
Fantastic stuff there by the veteran. She's been with the club for quite some time and absolutely proves it with that fantastic kick on her right foot. Giants lead 2-1-13 against the Hawkettes 106 on your Gallo Glass scoreboard today.
A lovely bit of play by the Giants, really working up the wing and was able to snap it through for a quite brilliant goal.
It's been good stuff, good composure by the Lady Giants here, and especially with that immense pressure by the Hawkettes here. So Quinton with the ball, tries to throw it on the boot, but absolutely gets poleaxed there.
And that's a lovely tackle by Bryony there. Absolutely wrapped her up, pinned her arms, and perfect technique there.
Fantastic. Throws it on her right boot down to the half-forward line. There's Hawks have numbers here. This could be dangerous. Giants. There we go. Wraps her up. It's here we go. I think we're really starting to get some competitive nature in these girls. Absolutely loving it at this stage. It's good stuff here. Giants have the ball now. The Hawks up and out. Tamara's got the ball down through, and I hear a whistle blown. I believe it's a ball up. No.
Giants ball. Held on to the tackle too long, I believe.
And a 25-metre penalty again. I'm not sure what that is because it could be something off the ball or some cheeky words said. I'm not sure what's going on out
ill
there.
discipline sneaking into the Hawks game here. They need to be careful. They're still in the game here, still absolutely in the game. It's been a great contest so far.
Long probing kick for Tamara. There it is in the contest.
And
Great
well done.
Work by the fullback there.
Well done by Tracy. Absolutely used her body well and was able to position herself well to make sure that only goes through for a behind. And she'll take the goal kick in here now.
It's been good defensive pressure there by the Hawkettes. Throws it on her boot. What a grab!
Great grab.
Unfortunate turnover there for the Hawks. Could spell disaster. And it's been some great play here by the Giants. So let's see if they can capitalise on this possession. A good kick for goal too, but windy conditions, so anything could happen. Up in the air. This will be a mark. Will it? No. Trickles around. Ball in the square. In dispute. No. Through her for a behind. That's South East London Giants 2-3-15 leading the Hawkettes 1-0-6 on your Gallo Glass scoreboard today.
Tracy kicks it out towards Megan, who almost takes a great grab. Ball's in dispute here.
Shanky's got the ball, throws it on the boot, gets falconed, but Hawks have the possession here. There we go. Ginge hotly contested, wraps her up. Quinton tries to strip the ball, and that'll be a ball up. Thank you very much, the umpire says. I'll take that today.
And well done by Nikita. Held it up well after a good bit of play by April Tirolo again.
Tamara's been doing some great work in the ruck for the Giants today. I've said her name quite a lot of times. The Adelaide native over here recently. Living in Epping at the moment on my train, and lovely girl and even better football player. So Laura Quinton absolutely wraps her up, playing for the GB, or no, not the GB, the All-Stars team a few weeks ago. Absolute quality star of a player, and She's showing it today. Absolutely tenacious work.
And there'll be a ball up deep in the forward 50 for the Giants. Lovely tap again, straight to the Giants player, and gets rid of it after a nice tackle by the Hawks there. And it's play on, it's not 15. Again, April's in there. A nice little tackle by her. Ball's in dispute, and that will be holding the man.
Holding the man. That's a very good call by the umpire. Been great work by the umpires so far in the last 3 or 4 games. I believe that this is the 4th game of the day. Big day for them, and been a big day in terms of calls. They've been doing a good job. Ball's up in dispute. There we go. Ball's up and around. Giants have it, throws it on the boot on the right-hand side, trickles around. Giants have numbers, but Hawks are swooping.
A lovely bit of defending there by Tracy, who's done really well and used her body again extremely well. Her physical presence back there has been an absolute blessing for the Hawks.
I believe that's Nikki in the forward pocket there. I could be wrong. My eyes do deceive me sometimes. But good stuff by her, good chase. And the ball is up and in dispute yet again in the forward 50 of the Giants. And yet another whistle.
And we'll have a ball up.
He's going to have it again.
Some nice sustained pressure here by the Giants. The Hawks seem to be holding well, but that's a lovely
great
take-out.
spoil by the Hawks there.
And I believe that was April again.
Fantastic tackling pressure though. Follows it up and says, "No, I want to keep it here in this forward 50. Thank you very much." Umpire's now going to take it.
We'll have a ball up deep in the pocket for the Giants. A lovely tap, and this is it's spoiled off the boot. Gabby's had it for a minute.
What a tackle there.
Wrapped her up.
Absolutely wrapped her up. Shanky saving lives during the week and saving that defensive possession for the Giants. Great stuff by the girl there. There we go. I believe that the Hawkettes are going to get it out of this possession. Monaghan around the ball, tough as nails in that contest.
Lovely little pick up there by April. Squares it up to Bryony, who can't quite get her hand on it.
There we go. Takes on 2 defenders. Hand passes it out. One more. Shanky's around it. What will she do with it? Throws her on her right boot, and I believe that's going to trickle through for her behind. It's Giants have had all the play at this stage, but aren't unfortunately able to hit through those big sticks. It could come costly throughout the rest of the game. It's on our Gallo Glass scoreboard. South East London Giants 2-4-16, leading the Hawkettes 1-0-6.
And 7 minutes played so far. A lovely little kick out from the Hawks. And that is Bambi chasing it, picks it up. A lovely tackle, and that's going to go out for a throw-in.
The ball seems to be locked in firmly in the forward 50 of the South East London Giants at this stage. Coach Stu Head will be happy with that, but I'm not sure if he's going to be happy with the lack of scoreboard pressure at the moment. Tamara's got the ball. It's been a free kick. I think it was holding the man off the play. So let's see what the result is of this one.
And that is a lovely kick, and that is just missed off to the side, or has that scored?
I believe that's out of bounds on the full on that one.
Yes, as you were saying, I think with the amount of pressure the Hawks have been under so far, it's been they've done really well to keep it at such a low score so far. Will this come back and haunt the Giants? A nice kick out there. Killer's on the ball. Gets tackled. A lovely tackle.
Incorrect disposal on that one. Tamara, fantastic tackle.
Again, lovely pressure by the Giants.
And the Adelaide Crows proud, the Adelaide native. She's here. She's going to take another shot from the same angle, same distance. Let's see if she can put it through. Winds up. Ooh. And that's a point. That's a point. That was very close.
Just drifted off on the breeze.
Very close. That's 2 children at the moment walking through the game. Security staff have done a poor job of that. So I'm not sure if they... there we go. Tell them to move on. That's fine. Yep, catch you later, guys. It's not soccer. It's Australian rules football.
Yeah, take that round ball elsewhere.
I know it's England, but not today, guys. Not today.
Not today. So it's in the back, and Tracy will take a free kick there, actually. And she plays it out towards Killer, and then it will go out for a throw-in.
It's a positive possession there for the Giants on that one. As you can see, they'll be able to win possession if they work their hardest to get it on this stage. Wimbledon will be able to pounce as they've been able to show in this back half. Kicks it out. What's going to happen here? Hot contest. Hits it down. Wimbledon Hawks ball. Ish is there. She's there. Clean hands. It's the former. She used to actually play basketball for Australia as a young girl. That's, as you can tell, with her clean hands.
Yeah, you can tell with the hand skill there, it really transfers over to our game. A lovely kick there by Bryony, who's actually plays for England in the rugby. You can tell with how she tackles. I think you don't want to be on the receiving end.
Dominant, very dominant.
Absolutely. As Gabby gets the ball, a lovely hand pass out there to Katrina. Katrina's tackled to the ground. Again, picked up by Gabby, who's tackled.
Fantastic tackle there by the Denver Dreamboat Gaston. Fantastic work. Shout out to her parents who are watching live right now in Denver. Thank you very much, Catherine and Jeff Gaston, for tuning on. Great work by the girl there.
Absolutely. Bryony with another great mark and keeps charging through. Pumped up to the half-forward line, which is picked up by the Giants. Ball's in dispute at the moment. It eventually works its way out, does it? Incorrect disposal, is it?
Incorrect disposal. Fantastic tackling efficiency there from, I believe it's Gaston, is it? It's she's the Denver Dreamboat. We've gotten her. She's the import from this year, fresh off the boat. And I believe it's Laura Quinton, our all-star. She's got the ball, winds up, throws it on her right hand boot down to contest here. Ginger's got it. Great body work there. She's over the ball, puts her head over it, tries to get it out.
Great defensive pressure by the Hawkettes there.
Fantastic work to contain that possession. It looked dangerous, and it's a ball up. Tamara with the ball there, hits it down. Ginger's all by herself. She's had plenty of time, plenty of room, throws it on the boot, and I don't think anything's going to come of that possession.
We'll go out for a throw-in. 12 minutes gone so far in the quarter. Still a very hotly contested quarter, even though the Giants have had most of the play. Lovely tackle there by, I believe that was Rachel Kilmartin, was it? Killer? I believe it was.
That's the killer again. She's all about the play today, killing the play, and absolutely killing it today, isn't she?
Absolutely. Lovely little tap again there, and Killer is down and got the ball out, does she?
Ball out there by Ish, throws it on her boot, and it's going to trickle out there into the forward pocket, the right-hand side of the city end. And I believe this will be a boundary throw-in, which could be advantageous for the young Giants here. This is they've been training all year for an advantage like this, and at the moment, only 11 points up. I feel like they could be up a bit more if, but just haven't been able to capitalise on the scoreboard due to that Wimbledon Hawkettes defence.
And another great tackle there by the Hawkettes defence. They've been absolutely solid so far. They just need to keep on holding on till the end of the quarter. Only a few minutes left to go. And I believe that will be a good result here for the Hawkettes. Oh, and a lovely tackle there by Megan. Absolutely wrapped her up. And that will be her free kick. And a lovely tackle there.
That was fantastic stuff there by the Hawks defence. And I do believe that they're really performing well under these dire circumstances of the wind deficit and the slippery ball conditions. Absolutely. I believe yet another free kick has been paid. Tamara, again, are all around it today. Great stuff by the...
She's been everywhere, hasn't she?
Absolutely everywhere. Boots it in. Hawks are around the ball, swooping. Shanky wraps her up, but the ball gets out anyway. April about it, and the ball's there. Wraps her up by Ish and throws her straight to the ground. She says, I'm not about this.
It's been great to see the likes of April Tarola. Shout out to Jan Flan, who cooked me a lovely roast while she's down here, actually. So shout out to her.
I've heard about that roast. Apparently, it's
absolutely
fantastic.
First class roast. You wouldn't taste a better one. But
first class roast, and her daughter is first class in football. Absolutely fantastic.
She is on fire today so far. She just needs to keep getting the ball into her hands and keep really working up the ball up towards our forwards, the Hawkettes forwards, as we're still locked in this Giants forward line. Another great tackle there, and more pressure from the Giants.
So the umpire's getting quite a workout with these ball ups recently. Hotly contested ball at the moment, wrapping it up. Each team really not wanting the ball to move that much. There we go. She's around the ball. I think that's
April
Alice
again.
giving her a chase with Lucy's there. Lucy's
well
there,
picked
gets
up there
juked.
Oh, I think that was Gabby who centers it into the square, but no one's there. Katrina couldn't quite make that.
There you go.
I had
Gets
it
it
on
on
the
her
wing
boot.
now.
Carly Monaghan, tough as nails, throws it on her boot. There's no one there, and I believe it's a Giants free kick. Shanky has absolutely gotten poleaxed in the play there, and we'll take the ball and calm it down for these Lady Giants. Amy Berry is on the in the corridor there all alone, but chooses to ignore it straight down the guts, and I believe that's
And that is time.
half-time here at Peckham Rye on your Gallo Glass scoreboard. Hotly contested game. The Giants 2-5-17 leading the Hawkettes 1-0-6 here in Peckham Rye.
We're just about to start again here for the second half of this ladies' elimination final. Giants 2-5-17 to 1 straight 6, the Hawkettes. The ball's aloft, just waiting for the siren to sound. And we're away. Ball's up in the middle of the ground. Giants are going forward. A kick to their half-forward flank. Killers chasing. Good tackle. Umpire calls play on. I think we have a free kick to the Hawkettes, but a Giant girl is injured and we're about to have a halt in play. She hasn't moved. Unfortunately, we have a halt in play now. There's the trainers coming out. Hopefully it's not too much of a serious injury. Looks like a lower leg, but in better thoughts, I've been inundated with shout-outs at the halftime. So first shout-out to my parents, Brenda and Graham. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Brothers, Hawk and Hawkette in Santorini. Stephen and Cass partying away. And Gabby's father, Tony, has also said he's watching. So cheers, mate. Still a pause in play. A Giant girl is down. It looks like a lower leg injury. So it's not too good. There's a pause in play. So literally 1 minute into the third quarter. So it's not the greatest, but hopefully she's okay. She is on her feet now. Looks like, as I said, a lower leg, maybe an ankle. So she's in the hands of the trainers, just being hobbled off now. So not good.
That's a big loss for the Giants too. She's been fantastic play all day. And it's a real pity to see her out. She's a lovely girl. Refuses to stretch her though, because that's how tough she is. And hobbles off now. And hopefully she'll be okay.
Yeah, we hope she's okay. She's obviously, played a half in the first minute of the third quarter, and she's gone down with an injury. So
it was a tough and tenacious tackle. I'm not sure if there was a replay or anything was happening on screen for you guys, but it was very tough tackle, and obviously has hurt her lower leg. We'll keep you people in tune when we get the chance, but obviously at this stage we don't have any information, as she's still hobbling off at this stage, so hopefully she's all good.
It is a Hawks ball. It's a free kick. I'm not too sure what it was as the injury occurred. So we've had a pause for a minute or so, and the Hawks ball, Claire has the ball in her sort of half-back flank region, so awaiting the umpire's whistle to proceed.
Bennett there on the mark, trying to off-put her, and great kick there from the Hawks there, centering kick. Hawks all over the ball here, swooping across. Giants under it, but Hawks all over it. There we go. Wow, what a move, what a kick. What a girl from that move there. Hawks all over the ball, kicking with the win today, so it will be interesting to see how the scoreboard reflects after this term.
I do think the wind it's a bit swirly as we're standing under our tarpaulin. It's sort of swirling in our faces, but I think it's to the Hawks' advantage with a slight hill, if anything, but not really. But it's, as I say, moving day in the Gulf. It's the premiership quarter. Let's see what either team can do in this quarter now.
The scoring end does seem to be the left-hand side of screen, the city end, as they call it. Hawks kick that ball, trickles across the boundary line, keeps it in, jukes it, hand passes off, puts it on the boot, but doesn't go anywhere. Lucy says, "Don't argue with me, thank you very much." Tries to get it out, but
and that's holding the ball. Great decision, good tackle, good pressure by the Hawkette forwards. Maddie O'Connor will be lining up to strike the ball forward. I think she may be too far out.
Is she in distance here?
I don't think so.
About
the ball's in
35
there. It's gone
out.
about... Ball in dispute in the goal square for the Hawkettes. Cleared, I think, on the full.
Touch.
On
That's,
the full.
Out of bounds on the full in the left-hand forward pocket underneath the...
underneath the tree.
The Peckham tree.
Yes, the infamous Peckham tree.
Let's see if they can kick from under this. I know it's a drill that us Giants do on a Thursday afternoon. If the coach likes us that day, he'll get us to kick goals from under there, and it doesn't go so well. So let's see how this one goes.
So April has the ball 10 or 15 metres out, pretty much no goal sight. Ball's into the goal square. It's a mark, I believe, to the Hawkettes. It's a mark. It's a great mark. Bryony's taken it.
About 15 metres out, straight in front of goals in the goal square. Great grab there in such a scrum.
I'm very confident. She has a great right shoe, and it's gone.
No reaction there. No reaction by the players.
It's gone through for a goal.
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
To the bemusement of the commentators and the players, Katrina, the goal umpire, has given the 2 fingers, and it's a goal. So we speak Giants 2 goals 5-17 to now the Hawkettes 2 goals zip 12 within a kick of the lead.
Gallo Gas scoreboard. It proves to be the scoring end. This left-hand side city end that we are here, and Hawks are benefiting from that as well with their tenacious play. Only 5 points behind, 1 kick in it, guys. This
April's
should be
kicked
a good
it.
one.
She's kicked it, unfortunately, the wrong way. I don't think she meant it. Maddie O'Connor's got the ball running. It was the forward half of the Hawks end. It's now right on halfway. Giants in possession. A bit of a loopy handball as a dog wanders past and says hello on the way through. It's a kick into the Giants 40, we call it now. Great mark.
Fantastic mark there. Great stuff. I think that... Who is that there? Great stuff. I believe that's Sia. And with a great kick, she's got it to Samara. I've said her name far too many times today. She's absolutely dominating the play and fantastic work today. Let's see if she can put it through the big sticks to quell the Hawkettes run. Ball up here. There we go. Dean's around the ball, sockers it off the boot, hits the post.
Someone kicked it into the post. I'm not sure which side, but it's a point behind to the Giants.
1 point for Dean there. Natalie Dean on her finals debut here. Fantastic work for kicking that behind, but unfortunately didn't get through the big sticks. Let's see what the Giants do to capitalise on this possession.
And that makes it obviously 2 goals, 6-2 straight. So ample shots at goal. Will the behinds come back to haunt them? They are still leading at this stage. Ball back, and it's a great mark by the Giant.
Fantastic mark there by Alice Bennett there. Star from Melbourne. Absolutely great work. She's just come back from, I believe it was Greece, and hasn't got greasy hands on that slick mark. Winds up for the goal and kicks it, and I believe...
Bryony's taken it on the goal line.
Didn't have the distance.
It's right about a metre out from the goal line. Bryony's taken it, and a big right foot out to the back flank for the Hawkettes. Ball in dispute. Maddie O'Connor has it with a paddock in front of her. Away we go.
Fantastic run and carry there by the Hawkettes. Laura Quinton swooping over the ball. 2 Hawks there. Picks it up, clean hands, throws it on the boot. Berry's inbound. What will she do with it? Goes
Megan's
to the
en
ball.
route, 2-on-1. It's now 2-on-2. April, we've been calling her name as we said before. She's
balls.
over the ball. Good tackle.
Berry there. Tenacious work there by April. Hawks throw it on their boot. Get it down to their forward 50. Swooping over the ball. The Hawks
Great pick up by Gabby to Bambi. And that's a mark to the Giants.
Great work.
In their
Shanky
back.
Saving lives by day and shaving that possession by the weekend. Great work there by Shanky. Kicks it out. Giants all across the board. Tackle without the ball.
And that's a free kick.
Be a
free kick to the Giants on their back flank. Out of side from our commentary position.
It's been great work by both sides in this third quarter. Absolutely hotly contested. 6 points in it. South East London Giants 2-6-18 leading the Wimbledon Hawks 2-zip-12 on your Gallo Glass scoreboard for the day.
Big shout out to the Gallo Glass as well.
Fantastic work by their major sponsors today. And they've been doing great work for the Giants all season. And thank you very much for making this telecast available for everyone around the world. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this fantastic and hotly contested game.
These are the sponsors that make the London League run. You know, clubs need these sponsors to help them out, so a big shout out to them and to the Hawks sponsors as well. That's how we get through.
It's, who are those major sponsors that you guys have over there at the Wimbledon Hawks? I know I'm putting you on the spot there. There might be some that come to mind, but if not, that's fine. Hawks have the ball there in their back 50. Kick it out. That's a lot of room in the corridor there. There we go. April yet again around the ball. She's going to be garnering some votes today. Hand pass off. Berry's around it. Doesn't get the tackle off. Nails is there. Carly Monahan. She's there up and about it. gets the ball, gets taken down without it. Laura Quinton with the tackle, and that's going to be a ball up on that one. Tamara with the tap. It's also news from the Giants camp. The South East London Giants star ruck snatch, Lynn Woolridge, she will be out for the remainder of the game with shoulder contusion and damage to her left arm. Unfortunately, I don't have any more information on that. She's being checked over by the physios, but I believe that Tamara will be standing in for her and relieving Lynn of those duties while she's dealing with her injury. So it's tough stuff for the Giants at the moment. 2 injuries to key players at the moment. Fantastic stuff.
Ball in dispute, kicked behind. I think Brian has kicked to the near side, so it makes it 2-6-18 to now 2. First behind of the game for the Hawkettes, 2-1-13.
Bryony has been absolutely fantastic today. Tough stuff by her. She's an absolute monolith down there, absolutely destroying the competition. The Giants have no answer for her at this stage, so it's going to be interesting with now 5 points in it to see how we go. Gaston with the ball, kicks it out on the right-hand boot. Monahan is swooping.
Apologies for the delay, but big shout-out to the Hawkins Forge, who are big sponsors of the Wimbledon Hawks. They aptly changed their name, as we said, to the Hawkins Forge from the Duck, as we know in Clapham. So big shout-out to them. It keeps the club running, so we love the coming there every Thursday and Saturday nights. So. And back to the game, as we said before, 2-6 to 2-1.
There we are. Ish with the ball, gets it out of the back as a quarterback, puts it on her boot. There she is, Gaston. No, it's Alice Bennett yet again. Gets a ball, puts her hands on it, trickles around, and it's going to be a ball up again. Umpire says, no thanks, mine.
I'll throw it up, thanks. Just on the forward way of halfway for the Giants girls. Ball in dispute. Killer with a good tackle.
Tackle without the ball, but that does not
Another
matter.
Good tackle.
There we go. Great
Megan
pressure.
with the ball. Another good
tackle there by the Giants. There we are, all around the ball. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Absolutely fantastic pressure by both women's teams here. Fantastic game that we get to tune in for, isn't it?
It's been a brilliant match. As I said, nice and close. Hopefully the Giants, as I said before, don't rue their missed opportunities early. The Hawkettes keeping them in the game, but we couldn't have asked for much more, sort of, just over halfway into the third quarter within 5 points of difference. It's a great elimination final. And the Giants are a big chance to score. The ball's on the line. Here. It's going to be... No.
Oh, the Hawks have it.
Rowe, great work to Maddie. And we're away.
There we are. Fantastic work. Barry
April
on
again.
The ball, bodying her around. Doesn't get the body to it, but fantastic shepherding there by Berry. She's about it again. Kicks it off. Free kick. Free kick on that one. I believe Tamara's given that away with the holding the man without the ball. April, yet again, calling her name for great work. Absolute superstar, isn't she, mate?
Brilliant. She's done well. As I said before, big shout out to her mum, Jan, who came over earlier on. Bought all the Tim Tams for the boys.
So hands in the back there from Laura Quinton. Undisciplined play. Usually fantastic work by Laura, the all-star. But a little bit undisciplined there, and I don't think she'll be happy with herself on that one. Ball into the Hawks forward 50. Can they make the Giants pay for these 2 turnovers? What's going to happen? Ball in dispute, and it's going to be a Giants free kick. Not sure what's happened on this play, but it's trickled out, and I believe it will be the All-Stars free kick.
It's a Giants free kick. My phone is vibrating in my pocket. I can see a young Jordan trying to call me, but we play on.
All right, ball in dispute here. Alice Bennett on the chase. She's there. Over the ball. Hawks have it. April yet again's there. Tamara on the hop. There we go. Giants trying to tackle the Hawks, but says no, thank you. In dispute down the corridor. Kwok chases. There she is. Goes to ground. Hawks with the ball. Giants everywhere. Berry's up there. Tackles it and says, don't you worry about it. It's going to be a ball up there in the centre square. Tamara with the hit out. Fantastic play in here. Kwok's got the ball. Gets it on the boot. There she's there into the forward 50. And it's going to be the Hawks free. Hawks ball from the great mark there. Fantastic. Is that April again? No, I don't think it is, but it wouldn't surprise me.
We've got Bambino with the ball. Apologies for my delay. I had my phone ringing. I need to have a big shout out to Jordan Wynn and Joel, the leading goal kicker for the Hawks, Whitehead. And also a Go Tigers for the morning's
Go
win
Tigers.
after beating the Giants. So I'm quite a happy lad.
Hopefully the only Giants lost today is all I'm trying to say here. Go Tigers, but go Giants in this elimination final here. Trying to be as unbiased as possible in this great game, but unfortunately we're in the colours of the orange and black, so I've got to support them.
As I in the brown and the gold. So as we said, it's quite a close game. We keep saying the score, but it's only 5 points of difference. 2-6 to 2-1.
On your Gallo Glass scoreboard here.
As I said, we've just gone past, and that's three-quarter time. As I look at the computer, it was 15 minutes and 20 seconds. We have gone into three-quarter time with the Giants leading 2-6 to 2-1.
So from the Hawks' perspective, would you be happy with that output today?
I think so. For three quarters, obviously, these two teams obviously finishing third and fourth in a competition of four. I think a win each. The Hawks have only won once, so they have to go in. Pretty confident.
That win did come against the Giants.
That's correct. Yeah, and that was a closely contested match. Midway through the season, so both teams give themselves a massive chance with a quarter to go, and that's all we can ask for from a Hawks perspective.
A fantastic round of football so far, a fantastic three quarters, and we've got one more quarter away. Grab that popcorn, grab yourself a drink. It's going to be a great 15 minutes left of footy at Peckham Rye Common. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Welcome back here for the fourth quarter of the elimination final of the Southeast London, for the AFL London League here for the Women's Premiership Division. We've got the Southeast London Giants up against the Wimbledon Hawkettes, and we've got the Giants leading 2-6-18 against the Hawkettes 2-1-13 here. It's a hotly contested game, don't you think?
I do agree, and the sun's just popped itself out on this. We thought it was going to be a wet Sunday, but the sun's come out. It's actually quite warm in the commentary box under the tarpaulin. Giants ball kicking it forward.
Monahan with that ball there, clean pickup there from Nails. Wow, what a move there from the Hawks, bringing it straight through, kicking it down the corridor here. Looking dangerous on that one, I may say. Very hungry here to start this fourth quarter. It's do or die, win or go home here on the elimination final.
It's hotly contested, as you said, and it's been a great 49 seconds to this fourth quarter. As I said, with the 5 points to difference, it's a kick, a kick the difference. Karina running forward. The ball's into the Hawkettes forward 50 or 40, as I should say. Giants looked like they could clear. The ball's in dispute, 35 metres out on the far right flank. It's a free kick to the Hawkettes, it looks like.
Gaston there giving away a cheap free kick on that one with a high tackle.
Chloe Ong will line up. Big shout out to her husband Will, who played in the earlier game. So she's lining up 35 metres out with a very heavily strapped knee. And the ball's gone up in the air.
Gaston will be unimpressed with giving away that free kick. Putting a bit of shame on the in-laws at home, Paul and Deb Ryan. Actually played some games for the socials team.
That's what we like to hear.
For the Lions, the all Ryan backline they had in the socials there, which was fantastic. And ball's back in. Hawks around it, swooping over April yet again. Is she going to go for goal? No, props it up. Bryony doesn't get it. Laura, the all-star, gets her hands on it.
That is a mark to killer. Rachel Kilmartin will line up 25, 30 metres out, almost directly in front. So she will go back to hopefully, in my perspective, put the Hawkettes in front. She's lining up. The ball's about 10 metres out now. In dispute.
There we are. Ball's around. Giants possession. Throws it on the boot. Down the pocket. Who's there? They've got Giants. There's Hawks. They're everywhere at the moment.
It's a free kick to the Giants on their half-back flank, which stems the tide a little bit for their perspective.
That will be a relief. That's a big relief for Coach Stu Head and the Giants there. Monahan with a kick, but turns it over. Unfortunate turnover there for Monahan. Usually a very cool head in the back line there. There we go. Hawks possession.
Ball goes forward, in dispute. Bryony with a kick. The ball's bobbling. It's bobbling. It's into the goal square. It's in the pocket now.
The Denver Dreamboat. The Denver Dreamboat chasing it down and rushes it out of bounds. That's a good possession there for Morgan Gaston. The Denver Dreamboat, our import.
That'll be a throw in 10 metres out in the Hawks forward pocket. Hawkettes, apologies again. April's going to throw it in.
That bodes well for the Giants, as she's a great ball getter, and she'll be off the play at this stage. So very
and she has
handy.
A giant female friend to help throw it in. Ball's in, play on. Umpire says, I'll have it. Bryony with the ball.
The tackle.
Across the face.
Hawks in numbers there, swooping. Not a Giant in sight. Monahan's running. Tries to get the spoil. No one's there. People are up. Everyone's there. Shanky got it. Kicks it out. Giants have numbers. Gets it on the boot. There we go. So it's at the half-forward line, but Hawks have it. Hawks dominating
Karina
this
has
play.
the ball inside 40. A long kick. It is a mark to Chloe Ong in the goal square.
Wowee. What a play against the wind at this stage as well. Fantastic effort there by the Hawkettes, and a lot of Giants got some hands on their hips at the moment,
and that's a goal. A goal to the Hawkettes. Chloe Ong puts them in front, to the joy of myself, my co-commentator not so much, but we have a game on our hands.
It's the Giants trailing 2-6-18 against the Hawkettes. 3-1 actually, 3-1-19. They're up by 1 point. Fantastic.
As I said, we have a game on our hands, and it's all we can ask for on a now sunny Sunday afternoon for the elimination final. These two teams have been, pretty tight for the whole year, both coming in as confident as each other. So with just shy of 11 minutes to go, it's the Hawkettes by 1 point.
Could not have hoped for a better effort by both teams at the moment. A lot of passion, a lot of intensity out there. Great tackle there by Shanky. Throws it to the ground. Tamara gets it across, moves at the ball, but it's an intercept mark there by the Hawks.
That is a mark by Maddie O'Connor on the back flank. She kicks it out to the outer side wing, and it's a mark by the Giants.
Another intercept mark by Tamara. Fantastic work. At the moment, she's everywhere. She's rucking, she's roving, she's kicking. Fantastic work there. Boots it forward to a contest. Maz is looming. Hawks have the ball, gets it out. Ish has got it. Hand pass off to Shanky. Shanky gets tackled, throws it out. Laura's there. Hand pass off. It's hotly contested here. Hawks have the run of the play at the moment. She's got the numbers. Boots it forward. There we go. Centering mark, but fumbles the ball, kicks it off. Down the wing, centre side. There we are, and it's going to be a ball up on that one.
And that's the ball up on the outer wing. A big shout out to Benny Durrance, the AFL Europe fella, and Big Nick Nat. Good luck in the IC Championships, mate. Ball's in dispute. We're on the far wing. 9 minutes to go, 6 minutes gone. Hawkettes still by one solitary behind the lead, so it's going to be quite a ding-dong battle to come in the last 9 minutes of play. Ball on the outer side. Nice little photo there. That was quite
cute.
Nice
Nice little photo up. That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
But, going straight to the pool room on that one.
I totally agree.
There we are. April with the ball again. Again.
She bought her own one today.
Sick of calling her name, I tell you. But Laura Quinton with the ball. Handy pickup. Chucks it on her right foot. There we go. Numbers across the ball. Great work by Foot there. Chasing the ball up. Great follow-up. Takes it head on.
That's a great handball.
Laura Quinton's back. What a second effort. Gets the ball into the forward.
And that's
50.
a torpedo spiral. The ball's bouncing. Maz, I think, the 22, is on the far pocket.
Fantastic work.
That's a good tackle.
Gets thrown out of bounds, but ball's still in play.
And we play on. Giants soon to be in possession when she picks it up. Yes, she's got it now.
There we go. Ish.
Handball.
Very good with the ball. Off to Bennett. Bennett on her right foot. Maz is there, but didn't have the hops to get that one.
And that's a mark by Tracy right in the heart of defence. 10 metres out from her own goal line.
Hawks could be out here on the outer side, but he chooses to ignore it, going to a pack. There we are. And a strong mark. A strong Giants mark. Who's that there? I cannot see who that is. Is that Ish? That's Ish yet again. Fantastic work by her. Has been absolutely everywhere. Stu Head said she was a player to watch, and boy, gee, are we glad we're doing that today.
Ball's in dispute. It's up in the air. It's about Maz has marked it, I think. Yes, Maz has marked it.
Fantastic stuff by Maz, a part of the leadership group with the Giants. This would be an absolutely handy pickup to get it through the big sticks on this one. She'll probably have to go a banana on it, though. I'm not sure if Stewie Head practices that one. All about the fundamentals.
Have we brought in the calculations if it's a draw? That is a behind. We now have a draw with 7 minutes to go. I think, do we go 5 minutes each way?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that one. It's
That's no score. It's still the Hawkettes by one behind. Apologies for the commotion early on. But the Giants are now having a potential shot at goal.
Fantastic stuff there by Ish. Yet again, calling her name all the time. Winds it up potentially for a goal. Kicks it high. Screamer. And there she is again.
Bryony's marked it again.
What a mark.
We have had some standout players today. She's been one of them. April for the Hawkettes, and I'm sure the Giants have had a couple as well. Ish I hear all the time, so she's been very, very...
There she is yet again. You're going to have to call her name.
On
Ish,
cue. There
jukes
she
left,
is.
jukes him right. Hand pass off. There we are. Giants possession, but Hawks swooping over the ball. There we are. Boots it across. Hawks should be out here on this one. No numbers. From the bench, there's a Giant. There she goes. Freshly subbed in on the boot. Here we are. Giants ball swooping across to the Hawks. There we are on the boot. This is such a game, guys. Fantastic. Great work for joining in. Hotly contested game. We've got the Giants 2-6-18 to the Wimbledon Hawks 3-1-19 on your Gallagher scoreboard on this elimination final game. Fantastic work. You could not hope for a better game. Two Giants over the ball. Hawks are there. Giants get tackled. Hawks swooping over the ball, and the umpire says, "I'll take that, mate."
That'll be a throw up with just over 6 minutes to go for the people who like to have a countdown clock. 9 minutes and 51. 1 point the difference. Ball, Giants everywhere.
Giants
There's two and no Hawks anywhere. Kick
Cool,
gone
calm,
forward again.
Cool, calm and collected kick down to a pack. There are Hawks everywhere in that one. There we go. Is that April yet again? Probably.
Yes, it was, sir. You're very well.
There she is yet again. Get it. Laura Quinton with the intercept. Mark, our all-star. Fantastic work there by the cheetah-skinned all-star Laura Quinton. Puts it on there in the forward 50. Giants are around. Gets about it. Gets
That's a
tackled.
very good tackle. Umpire says, I'll have it. I keep looking at the clock, but it's now 10 minutes and 31 seconds. So
About
there's
5 minutes in change, if that remaining
not
in the
long
game.
to go. Hawkettes by one solitary point. As he said before, we've had a brilliant game to watch. And that's a holding, a too high free kick.
Ooh.
Free kick to the Giants.
Very interesting call on that one. Not sure what the replay will say on that one or if we'll get one, but it's been fantastic. Ginge goes for the goal. She's going for it, boots it, doesn't make the distance. Bryony with a mark.
Bryony
Fantastic
takes a
stuff.
great mark. She's probably had half a dozen plus some today. She's been strong in the back. She's been strong in the front. We count down to the last few minutes since she's got the ball right in her defensive end.
April leading across the left-hand flank.
That is a very big kick.
Go. Laura Quinton gets the mark, steadies the Giants in their forward 50. Goes again, plays on. Isha's now got to fight for her possession. Laura with the shepherd off the ball. There we are. Ish with the kick. Hawks everywhere.
Tracy with the ball, being tackled, and that's a ball up.
Absolutely wrapped up there by Shanky.
11
that
minutes,
Giants possession.
39 seconds gone. Still 1 point. Hawks in defence. Giants obviously in attack. A kick forward. A mark will be paid.
There we go. We've got the Giants ball. Is that in the back or is that a tackle?
Too high.
It's in the back or too high. I cannot see what the Giants are saying and I cannot see what the umpires are saying, but it will be a Giants free kick in the forward 50 and in the goal square.
Which is probably about 10 metres out. A very minor angle.
If that.
She's going back and she has kicked a
And
goal.
she's slotted it. She's put the Giants up by 5 points here at Peckham Rye Common on your elimination final Sunday.
On your Gallo Glass scoreboard. 12 and almost a half minutes gone. Only 2.5 to go. As I said, the Giants by 5 behinds.
So 3-6-24 to 3-1-19 on that Gallo Glass scoreboard. What a cracking game.
Very much so. It's been very entertaining to watch. And as I said, it's not over yet. A couple of minutes to go. It's a kick either way.
It is. It is one kick in it. As a wise man once said, if there's a minute in it, there's a kick in it. So there's still 3 to 4 minutes left of play. And there's one kick in it, guys. This is the time to tune in. Oh, there's a whistle.
A whistle. It's a free kick
It's a Giants
to the Giants. Looks
free
like it's
kick.
indiscretion from outside the square. Maybe a water boy infringement, maybe. But it's a Giants ball to the ruckman.
It's could have been a ruck infringement. May or may not have been in the circle. I'm not sure. But anyway, Tamara throws it down. She's at the centre half forward line. Guess who's there again? There
It's
she
big
is.
Brig Bryony. She's been solid for the Hawkettes at the back. She's done everything she can. Tess has got the ball. Giants ball back in attack for them. We're only a moment away from the final siren. A couple of minutes in exact.
There we are. Still in hot contention though. Hawks could still pull this out. It is not over yet, folks. Keep on tuning in. The ball up is going to happen on the Giants forward 50.
Just on the Giants half of the ball. The ball's up. The ball's been hit forward for the Giants. Inside their forward 40 now. Bryony with the ball again.
Fantastic
Kicked out
stuff.
to Lana.
Tamara with the smother. She puts it on her boot. There's 2 Giants there. Alice Bennett fumbles the ball, but she's still around it. Tackle pressure. Fantastic stuff. Ball up.
Umpire says it's mine. Just before the game finishes, a big shout out to Lana in her last Hawkettes game and Jason Hill, her boyfriend and partner in crime, who are moving to Melbourne. So good luck to them. But back to the game with not long to go. It's the balls in the Giants forward 40 with half a minute to go. They lead by 5 points.
Oh yeah, Tamara's up again, slaps the ball down. Guess who it is? She's back. Bryony with yet another clearing boot. Laura, the all-star cheetah skin, running like a cheetah at this stage. got to there. She bangs it into the forward 50. Giants looming, Hawks swooping. There we are. Bryony puts it on her boot. It's going to be fumbled out for a boundary throw in, I do believe.
That is correct. And on my computer, it's clicked over 15 minutes.
So this will be extra time.
We can't be too far away from a final whistle.
And that's
I think that's it. That's it.
That's it. Congratulations to the South East London Giants for winning this game and going through to the preliminary finals. And fantastic effort by the Wimbledon Hawkettes. Absolutely taking it to the wire. Great game by all. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll hopefully see you soon for the next game of the Men's Premiership Division game.
I totally agree. Thank you.
So big congratulations to the South East London Giants. They're the hosts of today. Only playing in the one game though. That was the women's game. They'll move through till next week to the preliminary finals, which are being held at Bound Green. A couple of retirees over there on the Hawks getting shouldered off. Big effort, what a game. The Hawks were in it all the way, they had the lead, and then of course the Giants just kicked that goal right at the dial to take the win and proceed to next week where they'll meet up with the North London Lions at the North London Lions home ground. Wandsworth Demons went straight through in the women's division. Next up, in around about 5 minutes' time, we're going to get the main attraction. It's the game everyone's been waiting for. We're going to see the Swans up against the Lions. It's the elimination semi-final in the Men's Premiership. The winner of today's game will go straight through to next week's preliminary final up against the closely defeated West London Wildcats, who were pipped at the post by the Wandsworth Demons while they played at West London's home ground. Many say it was an upset win, but both teams have finished 1 and 2, and either one could have beaten them on the day. Wandsworth have already got a couple of wins against against the Wildcats this year already. Could be the wind. So anyway, we'll go on a little pause, we'll go on a little break, and we'll head back to to coverage, hopefully with some commentators coming up soon.
Justin?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we're about to start our final match, which is the match held between the North London Lions versus the Swans. Of course, you can recognise the Swans in their red and white. North London. The winner of this game will meet the West London Wildcats, who were defeated by the Wandsworth Demons yesterday in the Premiership men's final.
Hey, Justin.
Hello, and it's Matthew White from the North London Lions just joining you for the commentary team today, and what should be a very exciting clash from as I said, the Lions v the Swans, and we're underway here. And the heat's on. Ball goes back inside the 50. There's been a free kick called off the ball, and it's a play on advantage. North London Lions outside the back line. Good kick on the half back line. The man takes a bounce. I think it's Robbo, gives the hand pass, big hand pass, raking hand pass. Not too accurate though, and the man gets tackled down, and what should be a ball up here. Spills out though, and a quick kick into the forward line here for the North London Lions. Looks very dangerous. And Robbo, no, Sammy O'Brien takes a quick snap over the right shoulder and just through for a behind. So we're underway here at the Peckham Rye.
It's been a fantastic showing early on in the in this elimination final for the Premiership Men's Division. We've got the North London Lions up against the London Swans, and boy, gee, it's going to be a good match. I know that the London Swans are ready and raring to go. Oh, disappointing turnover off the half-back line there. There's Swannies all around it, swimming about.
Yeah, and I was around the huddle with the Swannies huddle just before the game, and I tell you what, they were very up and about. They consider themselves very high chances of winning this game, so it'd be good to see what they dish out in this first half.
I don't blame them. Playing them 2 times this year as a part of the Giants, and very tough side, very formidable, and just a lot of heart, a lot of grit. And here it is, spills across, and it's
right near us.
Ooh,
and the pressure is up here, and he gives him a shove over the line, lets him know he's going to be here all day, and ready for the throw in here.
It's president of the league here, David Half-Fieldy. He's throwing the ball in.
Rates his throw-ins, and
fantastic throw in
we can see why.
Ball spills out. London Lions
and
ball here.
Gives the ball off to Robbo, who just does a quick kick, and it's just fallen short.
Whoa.
Shuey, the captain, just bangs it in long, and it's pretty wayward, and it'll go out of bounds for the North London Lions in their forward pocket.
Anyway, here we've got the ball in the half-back line of the Lions, and basically it's looking very promising for the North London Lions here to score. It's been quite an exciting day here down at Peckham Rye Oval, and basically here we go. London Swans have the ball, puts it on the boot, sprays across, won't be out of bounds on the full, stays in here. London Swans have it, threatening here position for the Swans. And here we're joined by our #1 sponsor for the day, the representative for Gallo Glass. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, I think we're going to miss that with the... there we go, mate.
Cheers, mate. Nice
No worries at all.
Great day down here today. Nice win last game for the Women's Giants.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you very much for your sponsorship for the Giants this year. And let us know, and let the guys at home know what Gallo Glass do.
Basically, we provide skilled and unskilled labourers to the live events industry across the UK as well as mainland Europe. London's definitely your biggest office with sort of the most consistent work over the whole year. Because live events can be a bit seasonal, but basically we're the largest company in Europe, maybe even the world. So we've probably got the most hours, I would say, out of most of the crewing companies in the UK. Now, you do a range of stuff out on site. You know, you might be setting up exhibitions. You know, our slogan basically is no events too small. So you might be working on, like I said, small little exhibition, knocking up a stand, and then on the other sort of scale of it, you've got Burberry, the fashion show, which used to happen four times in a year. Happens only once now. They've combined it, but massive budget. A lot of boys on site for that, building the stages, lighting, and that kind of stuff.
Fantastic. That sounds phenomenal. So I'm assuming you guys are very busy throughout the summer.
Very busy,
moment.
yeah.
That's fantastic to hear.
Some late nights in the office at the moment, unfortunately.
That's good though.
But yeah, definitely. You know, keep the boys happy. You know, they've got the money coming in, the hours coming in, and lets them get out and do a bit of travelling as well.
That's fantastic as well. You were saying that your motto there is no event is too small. So does that? What's the biggest ever event that you guys have done, and what's the smallest ever event?
Biggest would...
Sorry to put you on the spot, mate.
No problem at all. Biggest undoubtedly would be the Olympics when it was here in London.
Wow, you guys have done the Olympics.
Yeah.
Please tell me more about that. That's fantastic.
It was before my time, but I think the crew was about 400 to 600 guys strong, to give you an idea of the amount of work that was getting on. We did everything really. You've got obviously pop-ups and stuff like that with all the sporting brands coming in, but at the same time we actually did the build for the stadiums, the temporary stadiums down in Greenwich and whatnot. So yeah, massive days for some boys.
Wow.
Some boys walked away with some pretty pay packages, that's for sure.
That's fantastic. That would be absolutely phenomenal to be able to work for the Olympics and work to do that sort of stuff. And we have the opportunity to talk to you today, and that you're a major sponsor for us, London Giants. So it's fantastic to have you on. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? Anything that you'd like to mention? People that you'd like to shout out? Anything at all on this telecast?
Yeah, well, obviously a big thanks to Dave at the Giants, getting these, get the ball rolling here, getting things started. Good man, does good work down here for the AFL in London. We're still hiring. Jump online. It's quite easy to find the recruitment links and whatnot. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram as well. So jump on there, see what's what. We'll be hiring, like I said, quite steady up until the end of the year. So yeah, if you're coming over to London, look us up and we'll get you started.
Fantastic. So that's Gallo Glass. Look them up. Have a look online. Major sponsor for the South East London Giants, and thank you so much for having us on. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate, and all the best for your weekend.
Yeah, cheers for having me. Cheers.
Ask questions about sort of how long Giants been going for, and what the final series shaping up to be like, and just general feelings about that. And yeah, just do what you do. You're doing a great job. No, no. It's too hard at the moment. Oh, you could say something like that. You could say, what? How's AFL? Yeah.
There we go. North London marking the ball inside their forward 50 days. Sorry about the delay on that one. We have the North London Lions. I believe it's 0-1-1 against the London Swans. 0-1 on our Gallo Glass scoreboard today. North London kick for goal, and I believe he slotted it. Fantastic work there by the Lions. Showing his class, showing his poise, and that's why they are number 3 in the league. Great stuff by the Lions. There we are, North London with the ball in the middle here. So North London have possession, but the ball's coming up here.
It's 14-0. Keep tell someone to stay on it. Sorry, Brendan. It's all right.
There we are. So we're in London Swans forward 50 here. Hotly contested ball. Apologies for the scoreboard, but apparently it is 2-2-14. The North London Lions leading 0-0 for the London Swans here today. Wow, what a grab there. I'm not sure if that's a ball. Fantastic grab there by the London Swans. Let's see what they do and move it forward to see if they can strike the scoreboard early on in this term. Fantastic there. He's got the ball. It's trickled out to the left-hand pocket of the park end there. So let's see what the Swannies can do here to combat this early run from the London Lions. I mean, it's been a hotly contested game at the moment. A lot of passion and a lot of verve there from both teams. They really want it. Obviously, it's an elimination final, win or go home. And he says, "Don't argue. Don't thank you very much." There we go. North London stringing a few possessions together, but the London Swans managed to stop that rate of play there. London on the boot. Lions down the wing. Absolute hanger of a grab. Someone goes down. Another gets a free kick. There we are. So I believe it's the Swans free kick here. Kicking down the wing, the left-hand side of play. Absolute hanger. Nothing comes of it. Pushed in the back. That'll be a North London free kick. Bit argy-bargy as well. Bit argy-bargy on that one. So obviously a bit of... okay, the play stopped on here. Awaiting no advantage pays. So North London has the ball, kicks it down to the wing. There we are, North London everywhere at this stage. The Lions are roaring. There we go, hand pass out. Surveys quarterback, kicks out to the wing. There we go, nothing of it. Swans said no thank you. There we are, Swans have got the ball and rush it through for a boundary throw-in on that one. A lot of passion today out there on the field. Obviously, as I was saying, win or go home in this setting. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out of it. So we've got the London Swans who narrowly made it into the finals, duly based on percentage with that one.
Less than 1%.
1%, exactly. So I've got...
That's goals.
That's a goal. Is that a goal?
Swannies back
Fantastic. Now. The Swannies are back on the scoreboard, hitting that one. Unfortunately... I'm not sure who kicked that one, guys. Scottish kicked that one. Fantastic work by him across the ground and through the goals. Puts the boys on the board there. It's the Lions 2-2-14, beating the Swannies 1-0-6 at this stage on the Gallo Glass scoreboard early the first quarter.
Sunny day here at Peckham Rye Common now, isn't it?
It's turned out to be a fantastic day. We obviously had the rain during the first 2 to 3 games. Was it the first 3 games, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's big five games here today. Most played on at Peckham Rye Common this year.
It's fantastic tackle there by the Lions. Great stuff there. Puts it on the boot down to the forward 50. Goes for a hanger, doesn't get it. There we are. And here we're joined by Chairman of the AFL London League, David Field. Halfy, we like to call him. Is that your title at the moment? I know you've taken on 2 roles this year. Obviously, you're with the Giants as well, taking on 2 roles. Great stuff, mate. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your role. What are you doing at the moment?
Yeah, cheers, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I've been with the Giants for about 5 years. Yeah, I've loved every minute with this footy club. I don't have a role with the club this year, but always will be involved with the Giants. But no, in November I was lucky enough to step up to chair the AFL London Committee, which has been it's been a challenge, but it's something that I've really enjoyed. I love football. I love football in London. I love what it can provide to people. It's given me a lot. So yeah, it's been a good role. We're doing a lot. I think I'm very impressed with the situation with Bar TV and what they've done for our league. They've made it accessible to our community that's been building for 28 years. We've got a lot of people outside of the London who are now sort of back in Australia and all parts of the world who have been a part of our game and our league here in London for many years. And you know, I know a lot of them are watching at home, and a lot of ex-North London players and London Swans. And it's a great way to re-engage that community, because we're a strong community and a proud one as well. So yeah, the chairman position, it's a fun gig. It's hard at times. It's kind of, as Chris Ray said to me before, who the previous chairman, who's also involved, it's a lot like umpiring. You make a lot of decisions, but no matter what happens, you're never in the right. Someone's always going to be upset, but that's footy, and look, I love it. So who knows? I try my best, but at the end of the day, the AFL London Final Series this year is shaping up to be fantastic, and there's a lot of people responsible for that. A lot of the clubs are volunteers, because we're a voluntary-run organisation. You know, no one gets paid, and it's just run by pure passion. And look at it, you know, everyone here is out here because they love the game, and that's why I love it.
It's been a fantastic turnout here today at Peckham Rye. One of the best crowds we've seen all year, and one of the best crowds I know that the whole league has seen all year. How did you manage to sort of organise an event and get everything together like you have? Because it's been a fantastic day. As you said, we had the guys kicking around, just spectators kicking around at halftime earlier. It felt like, you said, it felt like a final at the G, didn't it? So,
I was being a bit optimistic. But no, look, for today, it's the Giants committee. The Giants General Committee, which I'm not really part of, is fully responsible for this. A lot of people stepped up this year and to organise this. So, you know, they're responsible for this day. And as I said, you know, the other clubs, they come down in force. They're supporting the bar. They're supporting, you know, the crowd. They're getting around their own clubs. And it takes a lot of people to make this league, a lot of people to make events like this. I just love Peckham Rye Common, and that's one thing I'm biased. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful football ground in so many different ways. And you know, the sun's out today, and the crowd's here, and you know, it's a great, clean game so far. It's slowly even, but you know, I think everyone would love to see the Swannies get up. I think it's the 3rd time they've made the finals in 25 years, in Division 1. And I apologise, any Swannies listening, if that's incorrect. I can't throw that ball in. He's asking me to throw the ball in, but it's maybe Biscuits will get in there. London Swans legend jumping in there, the old and the new.
It's good to see a bit of
Biscuits,
fight out there.
throw the ball in, mate. Can you throw the ball in, Biscuits?
Come on, Biscuits.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
That's okay. Doesn't matter. Someone will. Here we go. But no, and I think what you said before, how do these events come? One of the main ones is Gallo Glass. You know, I've had a lot of people, or you know, a good handful of people at our club who found work through Gallo Glass, and you know, they've got behind us. They said we recognise you've got a game here, a brand, a league, and we want to get a part of that, and they've been able to fund the live stream today, which costs money, and yeah, I just love them. I think they're terrific. They've given a lot of my friends work. You know, guys come over here. They've got sort of qualifications. Some have none, but they can find really good gigs like concerts and festivals, and you know, and it's a great company. They get 10 quid an hour. They get
Wow,
you know, things like that. I do like Gallo Glass. I think they're a good company. I fully endorse them.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I know as working, I have worked in the hospitality industry,
Yeah.
and I know 10 quid an hour is
In
nothing
London.
to shirk about. That's fantastic. That's pretty good pay packet. And I know working very interesting gigs. If you are listening out here, thinking of coming to London and not really sure about where to get work and how to, it's a good start to hit up Gallo Glass because they do a fantastic job in what they do. And everything that they do here in London and abroad in the United Kingdom and Europe. So it's fantastic. Would you like to say anything more about the situation of the league or anything development wise? Obviously, we've got the Giants that have moved up into the Premiership division at the moment, which is fantastic for the league to have a newcomer there. So anything else you'd like to say about that sort of stuff?
Yeah, exactly that. That's been pretty big this year for everyone, for the Giants definitely, but for AFL London. You want AFL London Division 1 to be the strongest, and you know we had a club last year who pulled out of that league for several different reasons, and you know you want that league to be the most participated, and the Giants have done a very good job for the league by doing that, by stepping up, and they've done a good job for themselves because I was saying to someone before, like when you step up, everything steps up. You train harder, you play harder, you play against better opponents, and you just naturally improve. And I think we've seen that. I mean, Giants didn't get a win this year, but you know the football they're playing, like I don't know, there was respect there, and you know it obviously takes more than respect for longevity. You know you don't want to sort of, you know, oh well done. You want to start winning games, but I think that will happen. And people like Mike, you know, Mike Edwards, who's departing the club. He's done a great job, and even people like, you know, yourself, Tommy. I'm not sure how much praise you get, but like I know we've had to tell a story this year, you know, and that's a big part of clubs and organisations, and you've been able to really share that. So I mean, all the graphics that have been a part of the AFL, part of the South East London Giants page behind you, and you know, you're terrific. You're a graphic designer, and you've been able to help us tell that story and the story of the Giants. We are stepping up. And we're not just here for 1 year; we're here for many, many years, and we really appreciate what you've done.
No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. It's my pleasure to do that and to get around an up and coming club like this. It's fantastic to be a part of, and I know that everyone involved loves to be a part of something that's up and coming and be a part of something where you're making a difference and doing something that hasn't been done before. No other team has come up, from my recollection, to the Premiership division like we have done this year. Obviously, didn't get any wins this year, but a lot of respect. And I think with respect, and obviously towards the end of the year, we were playing a good brand of football. We pushed the Demons quite well in that second to last round, but unfortunately didn't get up. But I think the things onward and upwards, all to your building of the last few years, mate. So don't get modest. But is there anything you'd like to say about the state of the league and how it's all going, or is it's basically about it? Any other shout-outs?
No, I think that's it. It's a great league, and I think people coming over should, you know, jump on social media. If you are moving to London, whoever you are, if you know someone moving to London, join a club over here, any club, and you'll have guaranteed 50 to 100 new friends straight off the bat. It's a great, when you get no funding from the AFL, we're fully funded ourselves, and it's been going for 28 years strong, and I couldn't be prouder of being a part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
I completely agree with that. That's something that I didn't play football until I played here, and it's definitely something that's a great thing to be a part of. You get friends, it's basically like having family over here. Yet another goal from the Swannies. Fantastic work. Very good work here, contesting the play here. Good stuff. But I completely agree. If you are thinking about moving to London, Gallo Glass, if you need a job, have a chat to those guys. Fantastic to be a part of. And
if you're a teacher with Prospero Teaching as well, and other agencies come on board. Like, you know, there's a lot of teaching agencies out there, but you know, Prospero, P-R-O-S-P-E-R-O. I'm not sure. I think that's
I'm pretty sure that's Prospero. Sounds like a Shakespearean word or a Latin or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know on that one, unfortunately. But I'm sure the guys behind their brand would know. But yeah, I would definitely agree. If you're ever thinking about coming to London, join an AFL club. Even if you're not an AFL sort of person, it's just fantastic. It does. It keeps the game going. It gets yourself some mates and. it's a fantastic thing to be a part of. So I thank you so much,
Thank you.
Davey, to come on. It's fantastic to talk to you, Harvey. And all the best for the rest of the day. Enjoy yourself. You've built a fantastic
Yeah.
day ahead of it, so you just need to enjoy it now.
Cheers, Tommy. Thanks
No worries,
very much, mate.
Have a good one, buddy. And we've just seen yet another goal there kicked by the Lions. So we have on the Gallo Glass scoreboard, we have the North London Lions 3-7-25 beating the London Swans 2-12 at the moment. So at the moment, I'm not sure how long is left to go on that one. We have about 1 minute left remaining in play. Not sure how the London Swans can combat the current surge of the Lions, but here they come, roaring again off the half-back, snaps it on the right boot, and he gets it. Fantastic goal to head himself into the quarter-time break there. That's the 4th goal for the Lions, and a grimacing look there from some of the Swans. Not happy with their accountability on defence with that one, but let's see how they go. A lot of footy left to be played, and what a day to play it, exactly. It's fantastic sunny day. The wind has died down. The rain has stopped, thank God. And we're here today. North London Lions 4-7-31 on the Gallo Glass scoreboard, beating the London Swans 2-0-12 on this one here today. Ball's up here in the centre. London Giants, London Lions bursting through there. Fantastic play. No advantage given, brings it back. Let's see how the Lions can set up play here. And I believe that's full time in that quarter, so quarter time here. And thank you very much for tuning into that quarter. So in the next break, we'll have 2 new commentators joining you that know a little bit more about their clubs. So enjoy yourself, grab yourself some popcorn, grab yourself some drinks, and get ready for a good game of footy.
All right, we're coming back into the second quarter now. Down here today in London, the Swannies versus the Lions. I'm here commentating today with my fella Dukes onto my right side here. We're just going to take over from this quarter now, and we're going to have a bit of a chat yeah, keep you guys through the game.
G'day everyone, g'day Tom, how are you? It's good to be here. Beautiful conditions down at Peckham.
Yep.
Two teams very closely matched as we win the ball at the centre.
Yeah, that was quick centre. These guys have been really good out of the centre today, haven't they, Dukes? They've got a really good centre line. The Swannies are fighting back though.
Yeah, goes to the half-forward line. Strong tackle there.
Yeah, good tackle. That's come out again. The umpire hasn't set a bowl up, so it's still on the move. Big hit down there. Oh, who was that? Westy?
Yeah, that's Thomas West guarding the corridor. That's the captain of the London Swans.
He's
he
looking
goes back, looks for the option.
Looking for an option there. There's not too many leads coming out. It's a big bomb up, a bit of a hanger. Have we got anything? No. Out onto the sidelines. No, it's still in. There's a London guy. He's had a very smart hand pass just there. Nice little chip kick. Yep, good.
Is that going to be 50? The umpires, yes, it is. That's
yeah,
50-metre penalty.
That's 50 there. He did have it in the hands, and then the push came in at the back a little bit too late there. So.
Slightly unnecessary by the London Swans player there, but anyway.
You know, you get caught up in the moment though a bit, don't you, in these games? So.
Absolutely. As we said before, this game is very passionate. Two sides closely pitted against each other.
Yeah. Oh, he missed a really important mark there. So it's down on the ground.
Thomas West with a long kick out from half back.
Yeah.
Jacob Calder takes a strong mark. Strong mark.
Has he said it's a mark? Yep.
Strong mark, goes back. Looks inboard, demanding the lead.
Nice little chip kick there. And then we've got Johnny over in the Swans. Another kick. Very smart kicks by the Swans here. They're trying to ease their way into the 50 there. See if there's an option down there at full forward.
That's Nash with the ball now, pacing backwards. Not sure if he's going to have a shot. Might be slightly out of his distance range here.
Yeah, there's not too many options for him. No, he's going for it. So it might just land short of the square. We'll see what happens.
Contested ball in the square.
Oh,
and
little chip kick.
That is Sam. Sam sneaks the goal there.
No, not a goal, not a goal. No. It was touched through there, so it's actually just a point. The umpires called it. But really close. It was a good opportunity there. Unfortunately missed. So.
Just touched off the boot.
Just touched off the boot, yeah. So they've kicked it out now, the Lions. Real big long bomb, and it's hit hands. They're now running it down the wing. Nice little chip. That's actually been intercepted by one of the Swannies.
Strong mark by Nash again.
Oh, it's a bit of ping pong going on here, back and forth on the wing there.
Adrian tackling hard there. It's a contested ball at the half-forward line.
Yeah, some good tackles going on. Oh, and the umpire's called that one holding the ball.
He's paid holding the ball for the Swans, so
this could be a goal here. I mean, it's inside the 50. Who have we got here kicking it?
I believe that's Lovell.
Yep.
Lovell going back for the shot. He's about 45 metres out, directly in front. Strong breeze behind him, so expected to make the distance here.
Yeah, that's right. It's always been on this side, hasn't it? The whichever team's going this side, they've got the wind behind them. They can really go for these more ambitious goals.
That has come off the boot horribly.
It has,
and we've got a rush behind there. So
yeah, that's another opportunity missed there. So it's really tight right now for the second quarter here. Now, obviously, the Lions, just as a bit of a scoreboard check, 31 to the Swannies, which are on 14 now.
We've got the Gallo Glass scoreboard there. So we've got 4 goals, 7. 31 to 2-2-14.
That's right.
For the London Lions.
Okay, the Lions have an opportunity here to get a quick goal early in the quarter. It's coming in on the right side there. Is this going to be a mark? Gone just over the top. Now it looks like that's out of bounds inside. No, still back in.
Quick kick into the corridor and marked comfortably by the North London's player.
Okay, he's pretty much right in front here. So really good opportunity for the Lions right now to put a nail in it early on in this second quarter. The Swans have missed a couple of opportunities. It's quickly come down into the Lions 50, and let's see if they can put it away. And that's
he's missed. It's a behind. Just missed to the short side there.
Really tight here in this quarter. A couple of quick behinds on both sides. Let's see who can get the first score this quarter. I think that might, obviously move it one way or the other.
Angus to kick out from fullback, drives long down the line through the centre.
It goes to no one. The Lions pick it up off the ground. Quick hand pass. Straight up into the goal square. And how's the umpire called that?
He's paid a free kick to the London Swans there. So there was a bit of holding in the goal square. So Gus to kick. Goes long down the line. Dangerous ball.
Lloydie, the coach of the Swans there, had a quick grab off the ground. Got into a contest. Now looks like it's going to be a bowl up just outside there in the, just inside the 50 on the park side for the Lions.
And the umpire's plucked a free kick here. It is going towards the North London Lions. Must have been an infringement in the ruck contest. So the North London Lions player lining up from 50 out, slight angle.
He's got the distance, and he does have the accuracy. That is a goal, the first goal for the second quarter here, down at the park, and the Lions have got a quick one in the quarter.
So yeah, it's been a fiercely contested second quarter. So that will give the Lions a bit of confidence leading into the second quarter. Expect the Swans to fight back hard.
Yeah, definitely. It is very much contest to contest here today. And obviously, yeah, I mean, like the last commentator said in the last quarter, whoever loses here today is not going to play another game this season. So they've got everything out there on the field today. And both teams are definitely showing it.
Umpire's paid a free kick here to the North London Lions. They switch it wide to the wing.
He's going for a run. He's kicked it right in there into the 50. There's a good option. And that fantastic mark by one of the Lions there. Right in front, about 30 out. So he's going back. He's taking his time here. Obviously, this is a really important kick for the Lions, so they can just, obviously start getting some momentum up in this quarter and show that the Swans that, they're not playing around. So let's see if the guy can put it through.
Yeah, the North London Lions will be looking for a bit of breathing space on the scoreboard. Currently it reads, this is the Gallagher Glass scoreboard, reads 5 goals, 7-38 to the North London Lions, 2-2-14 for the London Swans.
Okay, and that's been put straight through there. So there's another score on the Gallagher Glass scoreboard there. That brings the Lions up to 44 to the Swans, which are on 14. There's a lot of breathing room there for the Lions, but obviously it is still a very tight game and it can go either way. So we'll see what happens for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, the Swans will be looking for a centre break here. They've lost the last few centre breaks, so they'll be looking for a clearance.
Yeah. So Thorther, he's up. Okay. The Lions have won the tap. It's a stoppage. It's gone to the Swannies.
So that is Squooker kicking long into the forward 50. Contested ball. Picked up by
Okay,
Jacob
real
Calder
quick one.
on the boot.
And is that a goal? That is exactly what the Swannies wanted today. I mean, they needed that one right there. That's actually brought them back into the game. It showed them that, if they're going to get a goal against them, they can get a goal again. And on the Gallagher Glass scoreboard there, that brings them up to 20 to 44 for the Lions. So
Jacob Calder there just snaffled the ball out the pack, contested, brought to ground, and had the smarts, snapped on the right boot, straight through for a goal.
Yeah, it was a really smart move there, wasn't it, Dukes? Just, a little bit straight out. Bowl up again. Contested, still in the square. Tackle to tackle. Nothing going on here. No one's really getting a break. Is the umpire going to bowl it up? Yeah, he's going to say it's his. He's going to bowl that one up again.
So we've got a ball up slightly forward of the centre towards the North London Lions 50.
Okay, let's see what happens. Again, the Lions have won that tap contest, but it looks like it's in Swannies' hands right now. A quick hand pass goes one way, goes the other way. Looks like the Lions have a clearance there. They're running into their 50. It's a big high bowl and it's out on the full by the looks of it. So
We probably need to look toward into the centre. There were a few North London Lions players free, had their arms up, could have looked inboard, but chose to go for the goal instead and is out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the Swans have gone for a very ambitious switch here. Now they're going to have to do
That's
something
Jakes
with this.
Basil takes the marks there. Strong mark off the half-back flank for the London Swans.
Okay, he's
Down
done.
the
Oh,
line.
he's a smart kick, but out on the full. Unfortunately, it was a good opportunity there. It was a good option, but unfortunately, just shanked off the boot a little bit and it went out on the full.
Execution there wasn't quite right. Anyway, North London drives full into the 50, contested ball. They go up and strong mark.
Very strong mark there. That's one of the Lions guys against two Swannies. Hands of steel by the looks of it. That's number 20 for the Lions, and he's going back to have a kick now. This is going to be a very important goal right now. So we'll see if he can execute. Looks a little bit to the right. It's coming in.
And he registers behind there. Just missed to the right side.
So we've got a kick out for the Swans right now. Okay.
That ball hasn't been touched, so it's been kicked out, goes out of bounds, and free kick has been paid to the North London Lions.
Yeah.
Tight angle here.
I think that was just a little bit of nerves from the Swans, wasn't it there, Dukes? I mean, you know, they're obviously under a lot of pressure right now, and that probably wasn't the best option at that point in time, and you know, not the best execution either. And this gives the Lions a really good opportunity here to put another point on the scoreboard. So
Centering kick, spoil.
Thor comes out from the Swans. He gets tackled to the ground. It's now Lions bowl, number 8. It's a very smart hand pass down the back. Another very smart hand pass. Tackled by one of the Swannies. He still gets it through. He's got another Lions here, number 23. They are looking for better options now. They're learning from their mistakes, and that one...
It's a strong mark by Swooker going back with the flight there. Important mark. Filled the hole well.
Yeah. It's now on the right side wing. Again, it's back into Lions' hands. They're using their hands really well. This guy's ran through a couple of players, nearly holding the ball. He managed to get rid of it.
The umpires plucked a free kick here. It is going to the North London Lions. Not sure what that was paid for.
I think it might have been holding there. I think, you know, he didn't have the ball for a little bit, and I'm not sure, but...
Anyway, he's going back deliberately, so expect for a shot on goal here. Delivery going back. 50 metres out, directly in front. We'll need to connect to get this to go the distance.
Okay, he's going for a good shot here. See how he can go. It's a long kick. It's got the distance. Does it have the execution?
And that is a goal.
Okay, that was a really important goal here. And on the Gallows Glass scoreboard, that's now brought them up to 51 to the London Swans, which are on 20. So they have got a lot of breathing room on the scoreboard now. Definitely up to the Swans here to get a quick one to keep in it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, fantastic kick by the North London players there. Went back and slotted the goal.
He definitely backed himself, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, looked like he had the confidence to go back and slot that.
And that's against the wind as well. Keep that in mind. So obviously on the other side of the pitch there, the wind's always been going that way today. So that was a fantastic goal.
Justin Holloway competing in the contest here for the London Swans. Gets a hand pass out, strong tackle contest, and the umpires come in. It will be a ball up. Bit of argy-bargy here as the players go in. Bit of feeling.
Oh, and he bowled it up and no one went for it. So it just went down onto the ground.
The umpires paid a high tackle here to the North London Lions.
Okay. Let's see what they can do with this one. He's gone out onto the left-hand wing. It was a really smart kick. That's been marked by another London Lions, and he's going back. He's
held up here, so he's forced to go down the line.
Big long kick, and that's been marked by Lloydsy, which is the coach of the Swans.
Chris Lloyds drives that round the line back where it came from.
Yeah.
Gathered by the North London Lions.
A big hit there, and it looks like
ball, and there's a high tackle paid.
Bit of a high tackle by one of the Swannies onto one of the Lions. So the Lions now have another free kick out on their wing to try and do something with.
Drives that deep into 50. Contested ball. Quick snap on goal. Loose player in the
number
goal square.
2, very smart. He very smartly positioned himself there.
And he kicks the goal.
And
so
he just chucks it through.
Just snuck out the back there, lost his opponent, was free in the square. Quick kick and managed to snap on the mark.
So that's another goal there. Brings them, they're their point line on the Gallows Glass scoreboard's now at 56. They've got a very comfortable lead going on here.
So certainly the momentum seems to be going with the North London Lions at this stage. They've kicked the last 3 or 4 goals. So the London Swans definitely need to find something to stem the flow. They've been absolutely, I'd say, killed in the centre square. So need to lift their contested ball winning.
So it's up in the centre square now. Let's see if the Swans can get it out. It's gone to contest down on the ground there. A few different hands on it. It looks like the Swans have
Chris
it now.
Noyes releases the hand pass to Nash. Nash kicks long down the line, contested ball.
Carter, great mark by there.
Great mark by David Carter.
And he hand passes across to Nash. Nash is still going there. Back to Carter. Carter now has a smart kick inside. That's Thor. And very well contested mark there by Thor.
Justin Holloway.
Number
36, going back for the kick here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to get the distance.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what he can do with this. It looks like it's pretty accurate. And that is straight through. So definitely a well-needed goal there by the Swans. It looks like once they do actually find the momentum to win it out of the centre there, Dukes, they can do a lot with it. So
certainly that was a rare forward 50 entry for the London Swans this quarter, resulting in a goal, much needed. Just adds a little bit of scoreboard pressure. They looked like they were going to run away with the contest this quarter, so brings that one back, a much needed goal for the London Swans.
That's right. So the umpires are bringing it back into the centre now. We're going to have another bowl up. Let's see who wins this next contest out of the centre. It'll be very interesting to see if the Swans can maintain this little bit of momentum they've found.
In the centre square for the London Swans, we have Sam Tarker, we have Thomas West and Justin Holloway competing with the ruck.
Okay, so it's out on the left-hand wing. Contest bowl on the ground.
Strong tackle, unfortunately high though, so it is paid to the North London Lions.
It does seem to me today, Dukes, that the London Swans are giving away quite a few sort of unnecessary free kicks here and there, particularly there coming into the 50 line for the London Lions. It might be if they could maybe try and get those tackles a little bit lower, not give away some of those frees.
Certainly, so there have been some sloppy tackles out there, but I think that is a result of, as we mentioned before, the contest. These two teams are extremely competitive. There's a strong history, and the North London Lions goes back and kicks the goal.
That's a goal there, yeah.
Add another 6 points to the Gallo Glass scoreboard for the North London Lions.
That's right. Yep. The Swans get a quick one. The Lions get it back. Contest to contest right now. But yeah, you're definitely right there, Dukes. I mean, obviously they're coming in with a lot of heart, and but the umpires aren't gonna budge on those tackles or on their calls. So it's important that both teams included have a lot of structure there with how they're not giving away those free kicks. Now it's coming. It's gone to contest in the square there. He's going to bowl it up again.
Umpires come running in, ball up. Ball wasn't going anywhere. The umpires.
Okay. What's
umpires paid blood rule, I believe. Yes, there's a blood rule for the London Swans player.
Okay, so that's Dickel. He's coming off now. A GB player for the Swans. He's actually a nice little Irish man.
So what's really important, especially for today, is there's a strong representation from non-Australian players. So we have some very good players from Great Britain, and
okay. Number 2 for the Lions had a fantastic run there. So just recapping there, the umpire threw it up after the blood rule. The London Lions guy quickly grabbed it out. Hand pass it to number 2. Number 2, fantastic run into the 50, and that was a really quick goal by them. So
yeah, the London Swans would be disappointed there. They were definitely caught napping. Played on very, very quickly and drove it deep in the forward line, resulting in a goal. So
yeah, definitely a lot of GBs though around today. So it's good to see the game getting a lot of traction over here. Obviously, that's what it's all about. So yeah, it's fantastic stuff seeing a lot of these Irish and Welsh and all kinds of different.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the non-Australian players we have for the London Swans today, Jacques Basil from New Zealand.
Yeah, he just put on a really good shover there, Jacques, which stopped a potential goal for the Londons. But it looks like the Swans have given another free kick away here inside the 50 again. So that's going to go to the London Lions. It's deep in the pocket. It's quite a tight angle. Number 15 for Lions. He's going to take it back and have a shot. We'll see what he can do with it. Okay, so he's put that through. It's gone just over the face, and it looks like the Swans have rushed that behind. So they're going to kick out now.
So +1 to the scoreboard, which the Gallagher scoreboard, which reads 8. Sorry, just being updated currently.
62-20, I believe. Okay, it's coming out onto the wing here. Okay, it's in the hands of the Lions. This guy at number 4's slipped over there, managed to get it out. Couple of quick hands.
Driven deep into the forward 50. Contested ball. Brought to ground. The umpire's come in. He's paid a holding decision against the London Swans. And the North London Lion player is going back for a shot on goal. 45 metres out. Slight angle. Todd Francis mounting the mark there.
It looks like Todd Francis is a little bit disappointed there. So he's he's got a lot of heart in this game, and let's see if 22 can put this through. Okay, it was a very high kick, and unfortunately it's just gone to the left-hand side. So that's another point for the Lions. Okay, the Swans have moved this out really quickly. It's kicked out. It's out on the wing again. A couple of quick hands from the Lions. They've managed to get it off the ground. Some great tackles being put on there by the Swans, and now it's in Swans' hands. Carter for the Swans there quickly picked up the ball, and what's the umpire's call there? A bit of talk back. It looks like it's just going to be a bowl up. Neither way for either team. So it's bowled up here on the wing. Okay. Okay, so it's now coming outside. Number 1 for the Lions has caught that. He's going to come in fast. Okay, that was a little bit. So that was Lloyd for the Swans, was a little bit over the head for the London Lion there. So the umpire's paid kind of like a high contestation, and he's also given 50 for it. So. The London Lions here have a nice easy kick right in front, and they've put another one onto the Gallagher scoreboard.
So an extra goal there for the London Lions, as they have certainly dominated the scoreboard in this second quarter as we wind down to half-time. The London London Swans would certainly be looking to limit that damage, get to half-time and regroup as a team. And hopefully come out in the second half. Centre bounce here, umpire throws up. Jordan Bradshaw with a release. John takes the ball and is held up, so that'll be another ball up as the umpire comes in. Ruckman compete, tapped forward, strong tackle, contested ball, comes out the back. Blake kicks long through the centre, important ball. Adam Street takes a strong mark, goes back. Plenty of options, players screaming from all directions. Deliberate, North London have flooded back now, so it's a very heavy 50. Adrian takes the mark, uncontested. Bit of confusion there from the North London players as to who was going to go for that mark, and in the end, Adrian takes the mark, goes back 45 metres out, slight angle, and will have a shot on goal. And misses to the right side, so the London Swans register behind in the later stages of the second quarter. Driven long down the line by North London. Strong mark. Releases the handball out the back. Long down the line. Contested ball. Chris Loyes, captain of the London Swans. Thomas West releases to John. John drives back down the centre into the forward 50. Jacob Cowder up and fails to take the mark. Play on. Carter takes the mark and will look for another re-entry into the London Swans forward line. Driven long to the centre, contested ball. Players go up, brought to ground. North London release to the wing. Driven up to centre wing. London Swans had the numbers there, but failed to control the ball, so it trickles out of bounds, and we have a throw in far side on the wing.
Okay, so that's a bowl in on the left-hand field side. It's gone to contest. Lions now have it in their hands. Okay, umpire's cold. That's the end of the quarter. So end of the quarter here today, that's half time, and that's 10-10-70 to 4-3 27 to the Swans against the Lions here on the Gallo Glass scoreboard. So definitely the London Lions have a very comfortable lead at this point, but obviously anything can happen in this game. And the third quarter, as they always say, is a premiership quarter. So we'll see what the Swans can do coming back out after they've regrouped at half time. Definitely still in for an exciting game, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly a great day here down at Peckham Rye. A real carnival atmosphere, as the finals generally are each year. Plenty of action, food, beers being sold, and some strong support from friends and family. So a great day all round.
Yeah, that's right. It's great to see the expat league here in London taking off so well, and like you were saying before, Dukes, it's great to see a lot of the GB players coming down, and we've got a lot that are present here at this game for both sides. It's fantastic to spread the word of this game, and obviously, if you're down in London, or if you're listening to this at home and you come down to London, best way to meet some new good mates and have a laugh and get a little bit fit is to come down to your local club, whether it's the London Swans, or whether it's the Wildcats, or the Giants, or the Lions. At the end of the day, we're all good blokes, and it's just fantastic to see this game taking off over here, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I think the London AFL is a great way to get involved, to meet some fellow people, travellers, workers, those on a 2-year visa, those staying permanently. I don't know about you, Tom, but how did you get involved in playing football for the London Swans?
Yeah, well, look, I actually, when I came across here to London, I was originally in Manchester when I first came over to the UK from Australia. They actually have an expat league up there as well. So Manchester's got a team, Sheffield Thunder, Huddersfield Rams. So that's just a nice little northern league happening up north in the UK. I was playing with those guys last year, and obviously I just came across it by looking them up online, and turned out Manchester had a team. When I came down to London, the same thing. I came down here, just looked up online, is there a couple of teams going on? Came across the London Swans, which is one of the the most central team in London, and because I was obviously in Zone 1 in Aldgate East at the time, it made sense for me to come down and have a run. So, it's just having a look around, and you come across it, come down for a training, and you meet some blokes, and
yeah, absolutely. And we should probably mention that although it is predominantly a lot of Australians playing Australian rules, there's certainly a much stronger contingent of non-Australians playing, and it's great to see players from all sort of nationalities coming down and just learning the sport of Australian rules and having a great time in the process.
Yeah. You know what, now I think about it, the reason I came across the London Swans, it was in Australia Day. Australia Day in an oval space. They had a bit of a Australia Day party there. I ran into a London Swans legend, Fabs. He was trying to sign people up with a board there at the party. I put my name down, and then suddenly I got an email from him 2 weeks later telling me about training. So, yeah, you never know when you're going to run into some people in London, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and I think this year we're going into the the third season of the ladies' competition, which has been going gangbusters this year.
Yeah,
a few new teams entering the competition,
including the London Swans, their first ladies team this year. It's actually fantastic to see the ladies game kicking off. How many ladies teams do we have this year, Dukes? You know off the top of your head there?
So there's two ladies competitions being run in AFL London. There's the Premiership division consisting of 6 teams, and then there's the Conference division where the London Swans ladies play.
You want to have a go? What are you doing? Just you can't. No, I've turned mine off. Yeah. You can go and get that other bloke if you want. I don't know what he's doing. He just came over and left.
Welcome back here to the second half for this final for the London Swans versus the North London Lions.
Exactly. And we just tagging everybody. On his game face here. All right, Justin, you ready? Yeah, commentating. Oh, YouTube.
Hopefully this weather stays good. Looks a little grey at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully the weather holds off. It's been blue skies throughout so far. Ball up, ball's out the back, quick kick forward.
What do you reckon, Luke? How do London Swans see themselves back in this game?
I think it's about contested ball. It's the North London Lions are clearly on top of winning the ball at the middle. They've dominated clearances, especially the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of hit and spins and then releasing that ball out, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Squooker dodges a few tackles on the wing. Some space now for North London, the London Swans to work with. Handball inside to John. Kick forward inside 50 for the London Swans.
Oh, that's a nice mark.
Strong mark. That's Jacob Calder there taking the mark. Goes back and will look to slot this from about 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Has he got this in his locker?
I think so, yeah. He's a strong kick of the ball. Very experienced player. Throws the grass up, probably for the cameras more than anything.
He's taking over my job, this guy, huh?
Distance not a problem, and he slots the first goal of the third quarter here for the London Swans. Definitely needed. A few more would be very handy.
Do you need me anymore for commentating? Yeah, like just like once you get over it.
Yeah, good start. They want to look to carry this on.
Absolutely. It feels like a game of momentum at the moment. The team that has the ball and can consistently generate inside 50s will obviously hit the scoreboard. So it's about just creating the momentum and driving forward.
Speaking of which, North London trying to go straight through the middle there.
Kicks long to the wing, contested ball. Just worked around here by the North London Lions on the far wing, and umpire comes in. It's a ball up.
So who's awaiting the in the preliminary?
I believe it is the Wandsworth Demons will be the team to play the winner of this match.
And where do they finish off in the season? Oh, it's kicking off out there.
Yeah, there's a bit of argy-bargy.
It's been a fiery first half.
Absolutely,
actually.
certainly some feeling.
The boys want it.
Absolutely. Bit of push and shove. Nothing too untoward out there, but...
no, more competitive.
Yep, no, there hasn't been a free kick played, so umpire's going in, ball this one up. Has he played a free kick? Yes, he has, to the North London Lions. Kicked long down the line into the 50, and a strong mark taken there by Harry. Kicked wide to Christopher Loys.
Wants to get that ball off the ground.
Gathers, has the numbers, has support there from Angus. Angus kicks long down the line. Jacob.
Oh, that's a nice mark.
Takes a neat mark low to the ground and releases the hand pass to Thomas West. Thomas West streams through the middle. He has pace. He has pace to burn.
Oh, he stepped through the middle.
And he's been called for too far. That's slightly controversial there, but too much hand candy by Thomas West there.
Got excited.
Absolutely. He was off and running. Anyway, the North London Lions releases. Kick down the guts.
Oh, he's fumbled that.
Dropped the mark. Really? And we have a ball up here just in the centre.
Seem to be competing a bit more in the middle, London Swans.
Yeah, definitely. They've lifted their work rate, certainly, around the contest. Quick out there, though, by Jacques. Contested ball. North London look to mop up here. The half-back line. Releases hand pass back. and finds a free play in the middle for a mark, and that will slow things down a bit.
Smart play.
Oh, and there is a great chase down tackle there. Umpire says play on. Kicked long. Squooker taken down. Again, umpire calls play on. Release handball to the wing. Short kick. Mike takes the ball and is held up, and that'll be a ball up. And we are on the short side here, slightly towards the London Swans forward 50. So Kyle, you're the regional manager for Gallo Glass. Tell me about a recent job you've done.
One jumped to mind recently. We've been doing a fair bit of work for Cartier, the high-end fashion brand, unveiling their latest range. So that's been working with quite a large German company called Satis & Phi. They do some really good stuff, and they use us to help them out when they've got their big projects happening in the city in London. So yeah, that's been unfolding for about a month now. I think the boys on that one, on the build. But from what I hear, it's come together nicely. Another event nailed, basically.
So for anyone that's looking to get involved with Gallo Glass, how would you go about joining the company, and what sort of hourly rate are you looking at?
For people back home, listening back home, tuning in today, by all means, just you can drop me an email directly to me and just say, listen, I heard you on the AFL London stream. Just send it to my email address, your CVs, and maybe a little cover letter to Kyle O'Brien, KYLEOBRIEN @galloGlass.com. Just make reference to today, and if you mention you come over, by all means, I can have something, maybe even a Skype interview teed up or something like that. Can chat to boys, give them a bit more detail through that, as well as providing them with emails with information. New guys start on £10 an hour, so well above the London living wage.
Yeah, certainly a competitive rate.
Yeah, if you're coming over on your youth mobility 2 years, you've got obviously a couple of options. A lot of boys obviously get into their bar gigs or into construction. So we obviously offer a very competitive wage. It's a lot higher than sort of maybe some of the other summer holiday jobs Aussies pick up. And I think it also suits the lifestyle of, 0-hour contracts obviously get a bit of a grief in the media and whatnot, and in a lot of respect, rightfully so. But it's basically the only way that our work, basically the only way our company will work, because you'll have guys ringing right now. The duty manager probably handling calls for jobs tomorrow, maybe even jobs tonight, last minute requests for crew. So that's the only way it works. But what it allows Aussies to do is they can come over and they can get stuck in over the summer, maybe graft for some good 2 months, 3 months, and then some boys be smart about it and they'll rent their room out for a month and then go tick off some European summer to-dos. Running with the balls obviously is just come up, get over and do South Croatia and that kind of stuff, and then when they come back to London they know they've got work.
Yeah, absolutely. So for listeners tuning into today's match, that's if you're looking for some work and you're in London, the email address there was Kyle O'Brien @galloglass.com. That's KYLEOBRIEN @galloglass.com.
Yeah, you can also jump online, but jump online as well is a good port of call as well. Get to see some photos and some footage. We've got a couple of interviews as well on our social media with 2 Aussie guys we've just picked up. Just giving the little tales, the jobs they've done and whatnot. I know I've had my fair share of sweet ones. I remember when I first started, I was doing what we call a D rig, where you're taking stuff out, taking your kit, your lighting equipment, for example. I was at the Royal Albert Hall, and we're taking that stuff on Cirque du Soleil. So we do that every Christmas at the Royal Albert Hall. And I remember it was the last final day, and we got there early, and I was going over, so the client actually let us up and watched the final act, which is called the Circle of Death. So yeah, that was a good start to this year.
So this sounds like there's certainly some perks that go with the job.
Definitely. You know, another massive perk that the boys enjoy. It doesn't happen all the time, but let's just say if you're booked for an 8-hour call, and you know you and your crew smash the job in say about 4 or 5 hours, and there's quite literally nothing for you left to do. The client sometimes happy to let you guys go, and you still get your 8 hours a day, and you knock off early, and you're in the pub on the clock having a few pints. Again with a bit of argy-bargy out there. These boys still going for it out there.
Yeah, so back to the footy here. The North London Lions have scored a couple of quick goals and look to break open this third quarter. Certainly a bit more free running now as they drive into the forward 50. Out the back. The London Swans look to mop out, rebound 50. Adam Street in the mix there. Thomas West comes in, looks to pick up the ball. Neat Shepherd, Squooker drives forward into the London Swans forward 50.
Just got away from him there.
A recovering mark taken by the North London players there. Playing in front, obviously experience. Kicks down the line.
It's been smart play in this first couple of minutes now by the North London.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can certainly pick the players out there who have played years and years of Australian rules football. A lot of players have come over from leagues in Australia and they don't miss a beat. They slot straight into the ones team for their chosen club and they're ready to go.
Crunched him there.
The umpire comes in and what's he paid here? I think in the back, free kick for the North London Lions.
Free kick for his troubles.
Drives into the forward 50. Big fly from the back there and he's taken the mark. Big fly from that North London's player there.
So you were saying it's a 10-round competition?
Yeah, so the London AFL calendar generally runs from around sort of late April, early May through to towards the end of July, early September. Early August. 10 rounds over summer. That's when the ground availability is generally there, and we struggle as a league. The clubs struggle to retain players over summer. Obviously, people go on their summer holidays, and yeah, that's just how it works. So there's a kick out here for the London Swans.
And how old is the league in London?
I believe it's around 25 years old.
Oh, okay.
There was a recent anniversary. Don't quote me on anything, but I think it's around about 25 years. The league's been running.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, it's certainly grown in strength. And a big part of and a strong mark taken there by Todd Francis, releases a handball to Samuel Tucker. Tucker out wide, misses a hand pass. But certainly some of the landscape of London AFL has changed recently with the introduction of a women's league. It's been running for about 3 years now, and I think all the clubs in London have added a women's team to their club, which has resulted in some great football and a chance for the girls to get involved. For all those who love watching their footy and want to get involved, definitely get into contact. Just type in Google London AFL, and you're sure to find a club that's close to where you live if you want to get involved.
That last semi went down to the wire.
Yeah, it was a very tight contest there between, I think it was Wimbledon and the South East London Giants. Ball walked out here from the North London Lions halfback. Strong mark taken on the wing. He's held up and he's not too happy about the treatment from Thomas West.
There's nothing there, the referee is saying.
Through the corridor. Strong tackle there.
Great tackle.
Umpire has blown holding the ball. Great tackle.
Crucial tackle.
John takes the ball now for the London Swans. Looks for an option. He's been called to play on now. Kick down the line.
quite coming off for the Swannies.
Strong tackle there, but did not hold on. So released here into the centre, streaming through the corridor. North London go deep in the 50, and strong mark taken there for the North London Lions. And he will go back, and with the breeze, expect him to comfortably make this distance. Distance not a problem. Launched high the goalpost, and that is a goal to the North London Lions.
Split those ones.
Straight through the middle.
Swanee's going to find it difficult against this wind in these second 2 quarters.
Yeah, certainly that's the goal scoring end. Quite a strong breeze here. Not quite a gale, but definitely a 4 to 5 goal breeze, you would say, on an even contest.
And where did do you know where Wandsworth finished at the end of the season on the ladder?
The Wandsworth Demons in the Premiership division finished second, I think, behind the West London Wildcats.
Have the West London Wildcats secured themselves already a spot in the GF?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, big tackle.
Yeah, the West London Wildcats and the Wandsworth Demons, certainly the 2 powerhouses of the AFL London, consistent performers every year. And the umpire here has played at 50 metres. The ball not correctly handed back to the player, so he's dragged forward, and which resulted in a shot on goal here for North London. But yeah, the West London Wildcats and the Wandsworth Demons, certainly the 2 big clubs. Always in and about the finals mix every year.
Bit of relief there for the Swannies.
Yes, clearing kick, and that one has trickled out of bounds. Umpire calls a throw in.
Lukey, what are you predicting? Wandsworth Wildcats grand final?
Certainly looks that way. North London have shown quite a bit during the season. I think they finished around 3rd or 4th, I believe, 3rd or 4th. They've got quite a lot of depth this year, so expect them to challenge.
Certainly got goals in them, as we've seen from today.
Absolutely, expect them to challenge for a spot. It definitely won't be a cakewalk for the two for West London Wildcats and the Wandsworth Demons. They will have to fight for their spot in the grand final. Kick inside North London's 50. Umpire's blown the whistle here. And
more of the argy-bargy.
A few whistles blown. Umpire's keen to simmer down.
Done well, actually, to be honest with you. Getting the boys separated when need be.
Yeah, it's been quite a as I said before, it's a fiercely contested match, but there hasn't been anything untoward out there. Everything's played in the right spirit.
Just 2 teams that want something out of the game.
Yeah. And that's missed by the North London Lions player there. Through for a behind. So for update on the scoreboard, Gallo Glass scoreboard reads 14 goals, 12, 96 to 2, 3 goals. Sorry, having trouble reading the scoreboard.
Get a message.
33 for the London Swans. Umpire's blown a free kick here for the London Swans. Justin Holloway, short kick to the line. Umpire's called it back. Thomas West here takes the mark. Thomas West is the captain of the London Swans here. Moved over to London this year and was handed the honours.
Walked into it.
Handed the honours. A very good player. Plays the majority of football down in Sydney.
Has he had a good season?
Great season. Just a consistent performer, smooth mover, extremely quick, and yeah, just does all the right things. And he's had a great year for coming in fresh to the London Swans this year. Justin Holloway competes. Great tap down to Jacques. Jacques kicks down the line. Jacob Cowder here, always busy in the forward line. Wraps them up, and the umpires come in, called a ball up. It's a good result for the London Swans there. They were outnumbered, and Jacob Cowder did well to lock that ball in the 50 and gets a ball up for his team. And that is driven out of bounds, and we have a repeat throw in.
Oh, you can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you want me to take it on? Yeah, I can do it.
I'm going to take a breather here, so you'll be joined by Tom from the London Swans. So over to you, Tom.
Tommy, what do you make of this third quarter so far?
Yeah, look, look. Obviously, the London Lions, they do have a pretty big lead ahead of the Swans here. But by the looks of it, you know, it has been contest to contest, but they're just really running away with it at the scoreboard. You know, they're obviously they're getting a lot more scoring opportunities than the Swans have, and I think that's obviously showing on the Gallo Glass scoreboard there. Let's see what the Swans can make of it. Obviously, you never know what's going to happen in finals footy, although it is 96 to 33. It's still an exciting game on our hands.
From an outsider, you know, who only knows a little bit about AFL, it seems as though maybe North London had a bit better of the ball control.
Yeah, they're winning out of the centre a lot as
Yeah.
well, which is really important too, because, I mean, at the end of the day, you get it out of the centre, you get it straight into the 50, and you can get those really quick wins or quick goals, which obviously just add up on the scoreboard, and yeah, that's how you're really able to run away with a game, you know. Here they go again. It's out on the wing there. A nice little chip pass by the Lions. They're being very smart with their possessions as well. Some really good teamwork, looking for good opportunities. In this case, it wasn't the best opportunity. That's gone straight into the hands of a Swanee. He's now done a short pass down the wing there to another Swan. He's looking back. He's looking to see what options, slowing down the game a little bit. The umpire's going to call play on. He's gone for a big bomb kick, and a great grab by the Swans there. That's right in just outside the 50. Is he going to go back and have a shot? Let's see.
Against this wind.
It is against the wind, so he hasn't gone for a shot. He's just bombed it up high. See what the Swans can do with it. Contest down onto the ground. Hand pass to hand pass here. The Swans have quickly grabbed it. Unfortunately, he fell over there.
Interception there.
Interception, and the Lions have managed to get it back out. And it looks like that was that out on the full there? No, it's a throw-in. So it's a throw-in here, out on the park side of the oval, pretty much on the 50 line for the Swans. They really do need a goal here. So let's see if they can get a quick one in. Okay, the Lions have managed to clear that out. It's gone straight up the wing, off hands. Nice, solid tackle by a Swan player there. And the umpire has called a ball up, I believe. Okay, so it's a ball up there, out on the wing, right in the middle. It's tapped down onto ground. Okay, ground to ground, contest to contest. Swans have run away with it. Quick hand pass out, gets tackled, puts to the ground, back on the ground again, into the hands of Lions. Big kick up into the Lions 50. That's out onto the out of bounds again there. So the Lions have managed to bring it back into their side of the oval. It is actually just down there, sort of on the flank or in the pocket. And it's a bowl in, so we'll see if the Lions can get one here. It's in their 50. The players have flooded down into the 50 line there. They're going to try and obviously hold strong. It's coming through. Tap across. London Swans have it. Kicking up the wing. Down onto the ground. That was a
good tackle.
Fantastic tackle there. And the umpire's called holding the ball on that as well. A bit of push and shove going on here. I don't know what's happening there. Bit of argy-bargy, that's it.
Been nothing more for most of the game. Let's hopefully it
Yeah.
stays that way.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're all just here for a good time. There's a little bit of push and shove, but nothing too serious, you know. It's just obviously a lot of passion out there.
You're looking at two teams, still want something out of this game. Obviously, maybe getting a bit away from the London Swans, but they want to obviously finish with a bit of pride here.
Oh, that's exactly right, you know. At the end of the day, in finals footy, you don't really want to be too focused on the scoreboard. You just want to win contest to contest. And, just leave it all out there, I suppose. It's the last game for the season, so...
Going into next season, what do the London Swans need to build on?
Look, at the end of the day, when it comes to London footy, it's just all about numbers. It's a numbers game. So if you can recruit well and if you have a lot of players at your disposal, you can fill up sides really well. I mean, we all know Aussies in London, they're always running back and forth, going to Sale, Croatia, running across to Turkey, doing whatever they want to do. So what happens is when it gets to the summer period, which is obviously when the games are taking place, you do have players that come and go that might not be available for certain games. So you can't really rely on key players. What you need to rely on is obviously just having a lot of blokes down at the club. Depth, exactly. And if you've got depth, then you're always able to fill up a pretty strong side. Okay. That's something that obviously the Swans, I guess that's our focus moving forward, is to make sure that we do have a lot of numbers at the club, both GB and Australian alike, because as we know, we've got the rules and you've got to have, 4 GB players playing per game. And if you're struggling to fill those numbers and if you don't have good GB players as well, it can become a bit of a struggle, So I think that's the most important takeaway for any London footy team is to focus on our depth, focus on club culture, get a lot of blokes down there.
Okay. And is there some strong British players coming through the league?
Yeah, there is actually. I mean, if we look at today's sides, we've got some fantastic British players. There's on the Swans, for example, we've got Dickie. He's an Irish boy. The Irish boys tend to go quite well because they've got a bit of experience in Gaelic football.
Yeah, Gaelic football.
Yeah, very
similar.
Very similar game. Very similar mindset, quick moving game. Obviously, it's contact as well. And, the Irish boys, obviously, they've got a lot of heart. So they tend to go quite well.
It always amazes me when I watch AFL. It's just the distance. You boys are covering out there. The pitches aren't small, are they?
No, they're not. They're not. And you know what? These London ovals are a little bit smaller than the regular size as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I would say the 50 line on today's pitch is probably around 40-45 pitch line compared to what's meant to be a 50. So that makes a little bit of a difference.
Right.
This is definitely a smaller pitch than the ones that you'd probably see in Australia. Not overly much smaller, but it's a little bit different. But yeah, it's a lot of ground to cover, regardless. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you know about the sport outside of just London, but they've also got quite a few leagues up north and in Scotland, and I think they've got one in Wales and down in Devon in the south as well.
Oh, right.
A lot of these other leagues actually work on half-size pitches, so they'll do it on they'll actually do it on a rugby pitch.
Right.
And they play 9-a-side as opposed to 18-a-side.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So it's like basically small-sided AFL, but in a nutshell.
Yeah, look, it's a bit of a hybrid game when it comes down to it. I think those 9-side games are a lot more quick-moving, and obviously you've got to be very smart with the hands and with the possessions because there's no point really just doing a long bomb and another long bomb and another long bomb on a half-size pitch. One long bomb and it's already in your 50. You know what I mean? So it's just actually about being a lot quicker and smarter with the ball handling in those other matches. But yeah, obviously here in London we're playing on full-size pitches because they've got the numbers for it,
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of Aussies down in London. Plenty of blokes to make a lot of depth for each of the teams here at the competition.
Whereabouts are you guys based?
So London Swans, we're actually based. We do our training in Regent Park.
Okay.
And the home games are actually out in sort of Stratford area. So, yeah, out in the east really. But we're known to be one of the most central leagues.
Yeah, Regent's Park. For training, can't get more convenient than that. Lovely park as well.
Yeah, it's a lovely park. That's right. So we're probably the most central team in London. Obviously, that's comparative to some of the other guys like the Wandsworth Demons, which are obviously down in that little Australian pocket or paradise down there in Clapham, and then you've got the Wildcats, who obviously out west as well, and then Wimbledon Hawks as well. out there in Wimbledon and Pakenham.
Seems like there's quite a strong Southwest AFL community down there.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's just a lot of Aussies that
Of
are
course.
down on that side of London, so that's how it works out. But yeah, the London Swans are a little bit different to that. We're very central, so a lot of our team members actually are all kind of like live in Zone 1 and, just kind of like a little bit of a different dynamic, But yeah, it's good. So yeah, on the Gallo Glass scoreboard right now, coming into the it's the final quarter now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, final
It is
quarter.
indeed.
Starting on the final quarter, Gallo Glass scoreboard. It's reading 96-33. Do you want to have a little bit? What's Gallo Glass all about there, mate? I mean, tell me a little bit about the business.
We've chatted about it throughout the course of the day. One thing maybe I haven't mentioned throughout the course of the day is why the Aussies tend to love it is because you're doing something different every day. You're at various venues across London. So, for example, one day you might be working at Royal Albert Hall, and then the next day you might be over at Olympia, which is a exhibition in South Kensington. So you'll also find yourself learning, obviously, the tubes and the network and London itself quite quickly when you're on the books for over the summer, just because you're moving about a lot. And a lot of Aussies like that because there's something different every day. You're not just like, oh, there you go.
Oh, geez, that was a really quick win out of the centre for the Swans there, and a really, really quick goal.
Play broke down for North London then, and the Swannies pounced on it.
Yeah, look, it might be that they're coming into the fourth quarter. They're getting a little bit lazy. They look at the Gallo Glass scoreboard there, and they can see they've got an easy, an easy lead. The Swans are definitely not going out without a fight, though, by the looks of that goal. So, fantastic goal there by the Swans, and it's another bowl up. That was very quick. Obviously, that just interjected on your.
No, it's fine, mate. Yeah, just. A lot of the boys do like that. You're doing something new every day. Obviously, we have projects that we run for like 2 weeks where you do. Sometimes the boys do like going to the same venue for about 2 weeks. On a solid 10 hours a day on the bills. They get to learn the project and see the whole thing out. And take a step back and actually, instead of doing something a bit more. Behind the bar, they can actually, for example, on a Love Box Festival, they can stand back and say, I put together a stage at Love Box Festival. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely a few bragging rights there for the boys back home, isn't it?
A few, maybe even, on show days, you do get to see a couple of artists as well. Just trying as we watch. I think this, the Swans.
Now the umpires called that as a touch, so that's just a rush behind for the Swans. But again, they got it quickly out of the 50 there, out of the centre. They're definitely not going down. They're going down fighting, that's for sure.
Come out guns blazing.
Yeah. But no, that sounds great, mate. I mean, I know personally a lot of Aussie blokes coming over to London that would love a job like that. So it's good work that you guys are doing over there at Gallo Glass.
Yeah, you find that the Aussies coming over, especially with trade backgrounds as well, they just get on really, really quickly. They'll pick it up quite quick. I've got a lot of Aussies actually just get requested by clients just because they're doing such a good job out there.
Yeah. Hard workers, isn't it?
Hard workers, practical minded, But that being said, I've got boys from all walks of life, not just Aussies. You got your Brits. I've got some, guys from Poland, South Africans, Senegalese. Pretty much globetrotters on the old crew. But and which is also exciting, especially if you're, like I am from a small sort of town back home. When you start working with people from all walks of life, you get to learn and meet interesting people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it sounds like a nice little sort of team culture that's over there as well. So it's it all sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, that's why we're trying to get the AFL players, the people who respect the team ether. That's how you do get through the days as well. If you're up, on a film set covering some heavy equipment up some stairs for a difficult location, it's all about that teamwork and getting stuck in and working for each other.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so into the game here, and we've got Westy, who's kicked it out onto the wing there. It looks like the Swans are holding most of the ball this quarter.
Good possession in this fourth quarter, haven't they, so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely winning their possessions, and they're definitely coming out with a lot of heart. So it's back into their 50.
That's a nice mark, though.
Good mark there by one of the...
Cross-pitch kick.
Yeah, cross-pitch. It's a good switch there.
This is what they've been doing sort of all day, haven't they? Really cool and calculated when they have got the ball though in North London. They seem to
they're
nice
they're looking for the right opportunities,
Just kick there.
Yeah, so that was Nash there, dropped it for the Swans. 25 trying to run through. He got tackled there. Is definitely holding the ball. Try to take them on. So yeah, a bit of talk back to the umpire there, but I think it's pretty clear that was holding the ball.
Yeah, I thought it was just a good tackle. He's number 10 knew it as well.
Yeah, he put him down.
He's
So number 10 there, he's looking for an opportunity. He's going to kick it up long, and it looks like that's going to be so Thor for the, or Adam Holloway, he's marked that quite strongly in the
Big old boy.
back pocket. He's a big guy. That's why we call him Thor, you know. Okay, that was an intercept. I'm not sure if that was the best opportunity for the Swans there. That's now gone into the hands of the Lions, and yeah, that's just a behind there across the face. So it's going to be a kick out for the Swans.
Maybe not a bad thing for North London. Take a bit of the pace out of it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the Swans have been running away over this quarter, so it might be that they're slowing the bowl
game
down
off
a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so Nash has just kicked it out for the Swans there. That's gone up. Prince Harry there has tried to pick it up. That was a good hand pass there across to Lloyd from Westy. There, Johnny, number 71's marked it. He's on the wing. He's looking for a good opportunity. The Swans definitely have control of the ball here. It's gone across the face of the 50, and it's down on the ground there. Pretty much a tackle-on-tackle experience, and it looks like the umpire's going to say that's his, and he's going to bowl it up there inside the 50 for the Swans.
I must say, number 7 for North London has been cleaning up quite well all day.
Number 7, yeah. He's got a good game today, that's for sure.
Putting himself about in that pitch for sure.
Oof, okay, that's Adrian's there, kicked it up really high. It's gone to nothing. It's down onto the ground, but it's right in front of the face of the goals for the Swans. Let's see what they can do with it. Some really smart hand passing there by the Lions. Hand pass to hand pass. They've used it quite well.
As well.
Yeah, they've run it out into. They've great clearance. It's now out on the boundary line.
Into the crowd.
Into the crowd. Someone's
There's
had
a knee to the face for your troubles.
Looks like it, definitely. Okay, so they're going to bowl that up, and hopefully that bloke that got ran into in the crowd there doesn't have a concussion or something going on.
He's up.
I don't know. So let's see. It's a bowl up. What are they doing? Throwing it around.
Couple of words maybe being said here.
Yeah, it's definitely slowed down here. Looks like maybe that bloke got hurt in the court, in the crowd there. I don't know. All right, it's come back in.
Hopefully on the sidelines we're all in good shape.
Let's hope so. Shout out to the blokes over there on the sideline. I hope you didn't get a boot to the face there. Okay, so that's the bowl's now right in front of the Gallo Glass scoreboard there, and they're going to throw it in right there, right in the centre of the pitch. Could go either way right now for either team. Let's see who can get this clearance out from this bowl up. It looks like it's the Lions, although they did get quickly tackled by the Swans, and it looks like they've said hold in the bowl there. So great tackle by the Swan player there. I think that's Adam West again. He's going to take that kick, and I don't think he wants to slow down too much, but it has been slowed down. He needs an opportunity here. The Swans need to really make some kind of effort to get another. Yeah, use that breeze, exactly. So he's gone up really long, and unfortunately...
2 North London boys competing for it.
Exactly. Competition with London boys, they collided, but at the end of the day, the London Lions got that again, and they've kicked it back out onto the wing there. And it looks like it's another throw-in. Pretty much like a game of table tennis right now. Up, down on that sort of parkside wing. Both teams kind of like a really hard contention. So... Again, the umpire's going to say that's mine. It got thrown in and tackle to tackle down onto the ground, not going anywhere.
Neither team managing to break away from that pocket of space there.
No. It's gone up and down again. Going to get a quick hand pass away. So the umpire's called holding there.
Okay.
And which way is that going to go? Okay, a little bit of push and shove going on again. A bit of fire in the hearts out there today. So okay, that's the London Lion. That's the Lions bowl. So the Lions have decided to do a smart kick backwards there. Are they going to try and find a switch? Okay, no. So the umpire's called it back actually. Yeah.
They go off the quick ham.
Okay, quick hand pass. Number 23 for the Lions has gone for a chip kick. Unfortunately, it was bad execution, but they managed to make up for it, and they've got control of the bowl again there. So Blondie here is going to go for a run. He kicks it up into the 50.
Boomed it down.
And it's off hands again, onto the ground.
Steaming
London
on.
Lions picks it up quickly, onto 54. 54, great smother there by the Swans.
In for a behind.
And that's down for a behind now there. So, yeah, really quick moving game going on. So Prince Harry here has got it. He's going to try and look for a good option. It goes out wide onto the wing. Contest to contest
kick.
here.
Good
And that
mark.
was a fantastic mark there by, again, Adam West, who's having a fantastic game today, that's for sure.
Definitely brought a bit of life to the game this afternoon for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that's gone down
big
to
Thor.
Thor. Yeah, big Thor. He's been tackled, chucked it out. Okay, was that a throw? No, the umpire hasn't called it. That's Adrian down on the ground there with two London blokes right on top of him, and the umpire's going to say that's his again. So he's going to throw that one up. And Thor against 19 there. It's gone off hands again. Okay, it looks like the Lions have possession. They've done a quick hit up, and the umpire said holding again. Seems like the umpire's saying holding a lot this game. I think the both players from either side need to be aware of that. This umpire's not joking around when it comes to that rule, so you've got to make sure that you're not grabbing someone unless they've got the ball. Can't be giving away those frees, especially now it's such a tight end quarter.
I think maybe too focused on the ball, a lot of off the ball holding that's been going on from both teams.
Okay, so he got hands out there. That was a great tackle. Off hands again. Looks like Lockie has just quickly grabbed that one, done a kick across. That's gone into the hands of the London Lions again. London Lions done a quick kick there. Number 5 for the Lions. They're bringing it up into the 50. Good option. Good mark, 54 there for the Lions. Has picked it up just outside of the 50 mark. He can't go for a goal back there, so he's going to look for an option.
Oh,
he has found one.
Good
Fantastic. We'll call that guy Dukes from now on. I tell you what, that was a fantastic mark. So it's a tight angle though. He's going to go back for it. He's going to have a crack.
Took the pace out of it, didn't he?
Yeah, he took the pace out of it. It was a fantastic lead. He just ran away with it, and he backed himself up with some real sticky hands. So he's going to go back and have a kick here. It is a bit ambitious, although if you're only 30 out, regardless of the angle, you've got to have a crack, don't you?
I guess with the lead as well, they can maybe be a bit more daring.
And what's he done? Okay,
behind.
Yeah, down from behind there. Not a bad spot though. Not a bad kick though. Just
I had the legs.
Yeah, had the legs exactly. Okay, so the Swans are now kicking that out again, looking for a quick option, and they can see it again. There's Adam West right again. I mean, he's just had so many possessions in that little
getting away
pocket.
from him, isn't he?
He is. That's right. He's a slippery guy. So that's come up, and was that out on the full? What's the call? Out on the full there. Okay. So that's Scottish and JB there for the Swans. Unfortunately, just didn't manage to get a hand on that before it went out on the full there. So, oh no, they're bowling it in. They're throwing it in. Okay, so it's a throw in actually, and that's Thor again. Quick, yeah, good kick, and that one's out on the full. That's out on the full there. Okay, so I think one of the real key takeaways for today, from what I've seen, is. I think that, like you mentioned before, the Lions just seem to be a little bit more smart with their possessions compared to the Swans, who seem to be rushing the kicks quite a lot.
Yeah, the hand passing, I think, would probably be of higher quality today from the North Lions.
That's right. Yeah, they just seem to be looking up a little bit more and looking for the better option.
In the back.
Now that's play on by the umpire, so that's off the ground. He's picked it up and he's kicked it as a short kick, and Adam West again there, and then there's Thor, picked it up off the ground, kicked it across, going hand pass to hand pass. It's back into the hands of the Lions now, and they've tried to kick it into their 50. No option, so it's down on the ground. Prince Harry's trying to pick that one up. He's going to see what he can do with it. It looks like it's stuck. It looks like the umpire's going to say that's his and bowl that one up there just on the flank inside 50 for the Lions.
In trouble there.
Hand pass across again.
Couldn't quite get a hold of it in the danger zone.
The danger zone. He's chucked it up right in front of the square. It's dangerous territory for the Swans here. Let's see what they can do with it. They've got a clearance out. It's come across.
Relieved a bit of pressure with that kick.
That's right. There's no one out there, so it's going to see. Okay, so Adrian for the Swans has picked that one up quickly. He's done another chip down the line. Unfortunately, that was a bad bounce, and it went into the hands of the Lions there. So they've got the possession again.
Look,
you're seeing it all day, aren't you? They pick up the ball. They look for an option, and they find the option. So yeah.
Scrappy over on the side now.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the referee making of this?
He's going to throw it up. Contest to contest. They've managed to break away there, but unfortunately it's gone straight into the hands of the London Lions. And they've done another really smart hand pass, another really smart switch kick. Now that's...
Surely down the sideline. Look at the space down here.
Yeah, he's looking for something, but, you know, the Swans do have them covered at this point.
They've got across the pitch quick.
Yeah, they're gonna kick it up high, and great mark
Oh, he's
there
away,
by,
he's
and
turned,
he's
he's gone.
kicked it, and another smart hand pass there, and they're gonna kick it across the face. Ambitious kick. They picked it up off the ground.
Oh, unlucky.
A little bit sloppy there. Let's see what they can do with it.
Clattered in there.
He did, didn't he? Really ran him over.
Again with a hand passing across pitch. Nice mark right in front.
Yeah, 22 here for the Lions. He's right in front.
Good spot.
And, you know, it is against the wind, and he is kicking from the 50 line there, so we'll see what he can do with it. But, you know, we've seen a couple of these kicks go through today as well, so you know, it's definitely still achievable for this guy. It's great that he's backing himself here. Let's see what he can do with it.
Hit triple figures.
They have hit triple figures on the Gallo Glass scoreboard there. It's 1-0-0.
Looking good. Straight down the middle.
Make that 106 to 41 for the Swans.
Nice kick there.
Fellas, at full time, just don't ramble on, just all right. Thanks for watching.
All right, so not too much left in the game here. We're probably in the last 10 minutes or so of the game, and you know, it's the end of the day. It's been a fantastic day for everyone involved.
3 minutes, in fact.
3 minutes left. Someone's keeping count, aren't they? So yeah, so 3 minutes left. It's been a fantastic day by all. I've got to say, I mean, it was fantastic to see so many clubs down here showing some support. We had a nice little sort of scratch match girl game going on earlier on today, and you know, fantastic.
It's a tight one as well.
What's that?
It was a tight game as well in the semi.
Yeah, tight game, exactly. So yeah, it was good to see the girls play. Good to see the seconds and now the firsts final. Let's see what these last couple of minutes of the game is going to show for us. The Swans have got
no
possession.
injuries now. You want North London?
Yeah, that's
Finish
right.
the game off. Oh, good little tackle there.
That's tripping there. So that's going to go to the Swan player, and he's
he's tapped his ankle.
Yeah,
has
that's
he?
Tommy, who's actually a GB player.
There you go.
And he has a quick kick there,
It's gone through.
That's off hands, I think. Let's see. What's
Gone
the call?
Pushing the back on 4, I think.
And the call by the umpire is that's a point. He's going to kick that out. Okay, quick kick to. Okay, yep. So the umpire's called that that's Swan's ball. So it was a quick intercept there by Johnny, number 71 for the Swans. He's going to go back and have a kick now. I mean, there's a bit of an angle, but obviously, you know...
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The scoreboard is what it is. I think the Swans just obviously want to finish off on a high. Let's see if we can get a scoreboard on. Yeah. And
Put him behind.
unfortunately not. It's another behind there, yeah. Good for him to back himself, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, at that point in the game, I think you just got to go for it, don't you?
Oh, look, mate, you always got to go for it. I mean, like, you'd go for that anyway, wouldn't you? It's a quick intercept from a kick out.
He's done the hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's another, not the best execution from them in terms of getting it out of that 50. Again, that's gone into Swans' hands. But again, the Swans haven't been able to deliver on the scoreboard there. And that's another behind and another kick out. So it's just going kind of point to point here. Let's see what the Lions can do with this one. Another little chip hand pass. Johnny from the Swans is on the mark there. Another chip. Okay, they're actually looking for their players again now. It's using the ball well, as we've seen all day. You know, working as a team. Working it up the field as a team. And there's a nice hand pass. It's on the wing now. They're coming out free. Straight through the guts there. Tart's unfortunately a little bit late with the tackle. It's come into their 50 line and off hands. It's down on the ground now, and the Swans have picked it up. And that's gone onto Jax, and Jax has kicked it up high. Nice little punch there by the London's player, and he's put it out onto the boundary. So it's going to be a throw in right in front of the commentator box here.
As it winds down, probably should thank everyone for streaming in at home.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
in Australia or in Europe or wherever you are.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've only got a couple more minutes of this game left. So, yeah, big shout out to everyone who streamed in today, and obviously all the clubs and all the players that came down and made it such a cracking day. Big shout out to AFL Europe for obviously arranging and helping out with all of these expat leagues, not just here in London, but the other ones around the UK and Europe as well. And obviously a big shout out to Gallo Glass, who's the major sponsor for the event.
It's been a lovely day. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic for you guys to sponsor something like this and help out such a I mean, at the end of the day, these expat leagues over here, it's just a lot of fun, isn't it? And
you definitely tell everyone it's quite a tight knit group down here. Just going in from behind.
Yeah, a little behind there from the Lions, and what's the umpire's call? Big shout out as well to the umpires. They come down here week to week.
Done well today, especially in this final. Obviously, it's like you said, we've been pointing out it's been quite feisty, in a good way, very competitive, and he's kept it competitive.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, I always say if I'm an umpire, you see a couple of hustle and bustle from the players, just chuck it up in the air.
Yeah.
And go for the bowl. So they've handled it really well, and I think all the calls have been fantastic by the umpires. It's really great for them to come down here. Sometimes they cop a little bit of lip from the players out there who are a little bit feisty, but they always deal with it really well. So it's great stuff. The Swans are having a final run for it here. They're bringing it up through the wing, and that's gone onto ground.
Second ball, he's gone.
Yeah, they've still got it here. Okay, let's see what they can do with it. It's inside the 50 for the Swans.
North London have got their hands back on it and booted upfield.
Yep, they have. They have nearly a good mark there, but the London Lions they've picked it up. It's on the side. Let's see if they can get a final score on the board before the time runs out here. It's inside their 50. What can they do with it? A quick hand pass out to 35. Another quick hand pass out again. Using those hands like they've done all day. Just some really smart stuff. Cross switch. And 23 is going to go back for that one. He's going to do a quick nice little. Another quick one. That one went onto ground. He's got tackled. Down onto ground again. Nice little bump there.
What, pulled up for the shoulder there, was it, number 4?
Yeah, it looks like it was, yeah. So he's kicked it across to the London Swans captain, Lloyd. He's going to slow it down. He's going to look for an option. He's going for the switch. A quick switch across the entire other side of the oval. But unfortunately, they just weren't able to. They weren't able to run with
early ball there. He wanted it.
Yeah, that's right.
Number 9 here.
Okay.
Crying out for it.
So that's Nash for the Swans here. Has possession of it in the back flank. He's going to kick it up into the wing. They're going to see what they can do. Fantastic mark there by number 71. He's now kicked it across. That's been unfortunately onto the ground.
Yeah, kick, could he?
Couldn't back it up. That's right. Maybe a little bit too quick. A little bit too quick. Now it's on the ground. It's in the back a little bit there for the Swans, and it looks like the umpire's called advantage.
Breakaway again.
Breaking away. Can they get a final score on the board right before the
spot for it?
Yeah, and it looks like they have. I mean, this guy's going back. Number 4's looked for his mate there. They're going back for a kick here.
Could be the last kick of the day, we've been told.
Yeah, it could well be. Look, this is it. This is it, guys. So let's see what the Lions can do with this one. He's going back.
Bit of an angle.
Okay, coming up. Kicks it. And the goal umpire has called a goal. That's a final, potentially one of the final kicks of the game there. It looks like we don't have much more time on the clock. That's brought the Gallo Glass scoreboard up to a very exciting win there for the Lions versus the Swans. 43 for the Swans, and that's 15 goals, 17 points to the Lions, sitting at 113. It's a bowl up again. We've still got a little bit of time on the clock here. Let's see if the Swans can maybe run away with a quick goal here. Obviously, at the end of the day, like we've said, it doesn't matter about the scoreboard right now. It's just about leaving on a high. So leave it all out there. And the Swans are doing everything they can right now to get a quick win. So they're getting out of the centre. Hand pass to hand pass. It's gone onto the ground. It is inside their half now. Gone back into the hands of the London Lions though, and the London Lions have kicked it up the wing. and that's gone off hands again. London Lions have picked it up off the ground. He's gone for a bounce, but the bounce went a little bit astray. Luckily, he made up for it, picked it back off the ground, kicked it to his mate number 20 there, and again they're having a ping for goal here in the last minutes of the game. So number 20's going back here. He's kicked a bit of a bag full of goals. He's number 20 today. So let's see if we can get a final one.
He's got it.
Yeah, it's straight through.
Good day for him.
Straight through. That's right. That's another goal.
You're predicting a closer score next week, you think, with Wandsworth and North London?
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's going to be a tight one. I can see here that the West London Lions have been using the ball really well today. They've been working obviously as a great team. That's what I've seen, just some really good sort of team plays. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come out really fiery against Wandsworth tomorrow. And Wandsworth are going to they're going to have to watch their game. Obviously, as we all know, Wandsworth and the Wildcats are the two top sides in the competition this season. Now the Wildcats just got ahead of the Wandsworth this week, in the playoff. So it's Wandsworth versus the West London Lions.
North London Lions.
Yeah, North London Lions. Sorry, mate. Getting my words all mixed up here. I think it's going to be a really tight game. So.
And that's called it a day. I think.
Umpires called it. So yep. So that's next week. Tune in. You'll be seeing the Wandsworth Demons versus the North London Lions. Should be a really good match. Looking at how the Londons work today, it works well as a team. They've done quite well. So that's it from us today, guys. The Swans are unfortunately out of the season now, but obviously they gave it a good crack today, left it all on the pitch, and fantastic day and effort by both teams and by all the clubs that have come down here today at the Oval. So again, final shout out to our major sponsor here. If there's any last words you'd like to say.
No, so I think what's been said. Been a top day. Thanks for having us down here again. Thanks for streaming in, and I guess we'll see you again next week.
Yep. Okay. Fantastic. We'll see you again next week. So, thanks everyone at home, and that's it from us today. So, peace out, and I hope you enjoyed the day. We know that we did.